Sorry for the late start, but YouTube is having all kinds of problems tonight, it looks like. But so we'll see what happens. If hopefully the stream will stay up, but apparently I've been told YouTube is having fucked up problems. But of course that would happen on episode 100 of Outta Nowhere. But if we have problems, we're going to go live on Twitch and see if that changes it. But until then, welcome to episode 100 of Outta Nowhere. 100. Welcome everybody to episode number 100 of Outta Nowhere. We made it 100 goddamn episodes. This is crazy. People thought we were going to die when we lost Mustang Boy, and that didn't happen. So welcome to Outta Nowhere episode 100. Thank you guys for making the trek over here to the other channel. It's confusing bouncing around, but hey, in the end of things, you just remember I got 3 channels that I mainly reside on. Joe Cronin Show, JCS Gaming, and which is Battle Royal Battalion, and right here on Corrupted, which is normally the channel where we don't talk wrestling, where we talk about the world, the entertainment, and comedy and shit like that. But because people really wanted the super chat, I expect to see super chats tonight because we brought this over here because people were so adamant about they wanted super chat that, you know, bring it back and bring it to a channel with super chat. So Joe Cronin can't go live over there. JCS Gaming still has no monetization enabled despite blowing away the numbers. And YouTube says they're backed up months or some dumb shit, so they're idiots. So here we are on Corrupted. Super Chat does work, and the regular donations under Streamlabs are down below if you guys want to donate tonight. It's episode 100. It's a party. Who's psyched? I'm ready.
I'm fucking ready. Connor, are you ready?
Hard. Rock hard with your cock hard.
Get it out, baby.
Take that.
Let's fucking do this.
Might have some controversy tonight. I don't know.
Women allowed here. Right here. On my dick.
Wait.
So what's going on? Okay, Fabe, I missed out on both you sexy bastards last week out of nowhere. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
I'm pumped up. I am excited.
You all excited. You hyped up on that fucking energy crack. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, I chugged a whole can of Monster before I did this show.
Oh my god.
Whole can of Crack'ems.
I did drink a whole thing of 5 Hour Energy. I drank a whole little tiny bottle of that shit.
I just took a handful of pills. I was like, woohoo! I don't even know. What's that one? It's green. Woohoo!
Wow, that's amazing.
And on that note, my kid just cried, so I got to hop off for a second. I'll be
right back. Go for it, Connor. Go for it. Welcome to episode 100, guys. Connor's been here holding down the fort for the last 40 episodes, I think, with me and Jake DeMarco. It's been a lot of fun. Tonight we're going to talk about Backlash and a couple of other things. So what's up with everybody? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Is there a problem with YouTube or are we good?
It seems to be okay so far. I mean, it's low quality, unfortunately. There's not much we can do about that. It wasn't accepting anything higher than 360.
Oh, yeah. I apologize for the low quality tonight. I'm sorry about the low quality, guys, the stream, because everything was all fucked up. We had to do it that way. My question was, were we having streaming issues? Is anybody okay or everybody all right? My stream looks fine. I'm not seeing any problem here.
Mine seems to be good.
But somebody said,
so far.
Patrick said no connection. So hopefully it's good. But I see the people watching are all over the place. From it was like 380 and now it's down to 290. So, I don't know if that's a problem. But everybody is saying it's all good and everything. So I don't know. I guess it's fine. What's up? But if we continue to have any issues, we'll go live on Twitch as well. But yeah, I'm sorry. Just reload if you have problems. Hopefully you should be good. Quality's a little bit low, but apologize. What's up, Gina? And shout out to everybody, man. It's been a long time ago. It's funny because a while back we were gonna do all kinds of things, and I think it was it was 4 years ago, right? 4 years ago that we were gonna do a show like this called something else. It wasn't out of nowhere. It was gonna be like wrestling over the border or crossing the border or something. I was gonna do something with Andre Corbiel, and then that fell through because he got busy. And then I did something else, and then finally, JD found me, and then we started this, and, it seemed like, JD was great, but it seemed like he became less, and he was not engaged in this show at all. He didn't want to really be here anymore after wanting to do it, and, Jake came in and picked up the slack, and then we add Connor, and it's been great, man. But, Jake, what do you think going forward here? We're getting into Backlash mode. This has got to be one of the most rushed pay-per-views, all because of the derailment of the Saudi Arabia show.
Yeah, the greatest Royal Rumble, which, WWE certainly seems to be suffering the repercussions. Whoever predicted that was going to be happening, but they seem to be getting more backlash from non-wrestling fans than anything, which I find amusing. It's less the, Wrestling Coalition and the hive mind of Reddit and, wrestling news sources that are giving them issues, and more people like The Independent. You can't dictate to a country or a religion about how they handle things. But having said that, WWE is at the forefront of the women's revolution, and they're saying that, they're affecting change and they should have just stayed away from it. And it's like, I understand that, but then again, like we said the other day, it's hard to separate the people from their leaders and their culture, in a sense. And this was the first time many women got to see any type of entertainment, be it a movie, live show, concert. This was their first ever event, and the children enjoyed themselves. And who knows what's going to be happening years down the road. Maybe this will lead to women from the WWE roster being able to eventually perform there. So I know we've looked and criticized a bit, but the people were very nice. Saw speak, and I don't know. I'm trying to be a little bit less negative about the whole thing.
Well, we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out what happens.
It's a lot of people said they sold their souls to go ahead, and I was of that mindset initially, but
a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely the money was there. They don't care kind of idea, but I don't know. I feel like it's not as evil, minded as I originally thought it to be.
I don't think it is. It's just hypocritical. It's a bit hypocritical, but it is. I don't blame them. In 200 million, how can you say no to 200 million unless the country is really doing something? I don't know. It's just they're
horrible timing.
You know what though? They put themselves in this position. It's almost like the referees in the Bruins and Tampa Bay game. I think Tampa has played a little bit better than the Bruins to beat them, but the referees have called the games terribly. They're almost calling it for Tampa. It's the weirdest thing. And what happens is when the referees start not calling penalties on the Bruins that are penalties, and start calling penalties on the Bruins that aren't penalties, you put yourself in a position to where you had the fans tonight booing when they weren't making the calls tonight, because you say, well, that was a penalty the other night. So, and dude, I've never heard fans chant, referees suck for 3 minutes like they did tonight at the Boston Bruins game. And what happens is the referees put themselves into a position to where now the Bruins fans feel like nothing should be a penalty since it wasn't on them the other day, but now it is. And so that's what the WWE has done. They've sort of, by saying women's revolution, we can't hire China because of this reason and that reason, all those things that WWE does to try to be greater than thou or above thou, everybody else, holier than thou, whatever. backs them up into a position to get criticized. If they didn't do this, if the WWE didn't push so hard for all this equality and yay women, and we certainly can't take Chyna in the Hall of Fame because she did some things that were questionable. But hey, X-Pac, come on over, even though you were in the porn fucking her in the cunt. Like, hey, who cares? So, you set yourself up for failure by doing what the WWE is doing instead of just coming out and saying, we have women that we're going to care about, yay, and then have them wrestle. But instead, you got to be like, women revolution, and they can do it too, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, except they can't go to Saudi Arabia. So it sets the WWE up. It's not about scrutinizing the other culture. It's not about us trying to necessarily force them into change. Saudi Arabia can do whatever they want. It's their country. It's their place. I respect it. We can criticize them all we want. I'm not going to force them to change what they do, but we'd hope they would change a little bit what they do for humanity, and they will. And it seems like they're trying to. But WWE put themselves in that position, and that's all. They deserve all the heat that they're getting on it. But you're right. I'm a little bit more like, hey, families were having fun. It was funny on Raw, though. Did you notice on Raw? There was only like 10% of women in that building. But did you see Raw? You would have thought it was all women. They just kept showing women in the audience for that package. Holy fuck.
Like, yeah, they're here all the times, yeah.
You look another woman, look another woman, look another woman. Oh, God, it was so funny. It was pathetically funny. It was fucking abysmal.
Ronda Rousey, yeah.
No, they just kept showing women in the audience.
Yeah.
The Saudi Arabian women.
The Saudi show, they made it look like it was an arena of 90% women.
Yeah, there was
and I know they moved women and children to the front of the second seating area. The ones behind the guys that were sitting in the comfortable sofas, not paying attention to the pay-per-view.
It was a Titanic lifeboat. They were like, go ahead, women and children first.
Just no violin playing. Iceberg. Yeah, but
when is Warrior coming out?
We want Yokozuna. That story still kills me. I heard that. I thought it was a joke and a troll.
Oh God,
I saw
that's
a few
funny.
people tweeting this out that the Saudi Prince wants to see Yokozuna and Ultimate Warrior be in the Rumble, and I was like, oh, that's funny, haha. And they're like, no,
I thought that was like a kayfabe news thing, and I'm like, yeah, like, that's
Me
cute,
too.
that's funny, and then it's like, nope, we fucking eek.
Yeah, that reeked of like made up bullshit, dirt sheet shit. But no, that was it. I guess it was real.
Yeah, and how just mind-numbing is that?
Well, that's why they had the sumo guy in there. It's like, hey, this is Yokozuna. Like, it's not Yokozuna, but it's a sumo wrestler. That's why I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
That's a great point. That makes sense. Certainly filled that void. Because I've never heard of them, and and it's not even someone that's popular in Saudi, I guess.
Yeah. Oh.
And we're off to the races.
Here he comes.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
Dude, if there's no super chats, why did I do this?
Hey Joe and Jake, congrats on 100 episodes of Outta Nowhere.
What's up?
We don't need any greasy ass fucking Mustang man to celebrate. Let's talk about how irrelevant Black Trash will be on Sunday. Creative makes me sick. A midget angle on SD Live Road. Dog, good job.
Dude, Black Trash. I don't know. That's wrong, No Death. No, I'm just kidding. No Death, what's up, bro? Thank you, man. What's up, No Death?
Backsplash.
Did you see Grimm's doing his little pay-per-view? It's called Fat Lash.
I always crack up at these freaking pay-per-view names. They're hilarious.
Yeah, they're great.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
No, it's not a null death this time.
Ooh.
Cheers to you, brother. But anyways, congrats Joe, Jake, and Connor on 100 episodes. As for Mustang boy, fuck Mustangs, all they prove is how small your dick is anyways. Have a good show, gentlemen.
Hey, thank you, Gatekeeper Drew. And yeah, you really got to have yourself a Corvette, man, if you want to be a real dude. And don't buy a manual either. How about that? I mean, don't buy an automatic. Buy a manual. You don't want to be driving an automatic out there. You want to be driving a manual, like a real man.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Whoa!
That was crazy.
Raw gave me AIDS. Fuck Raw. Fuck that Raw. Fuck your mother,
So
Raw.
since the WWE title match is no DQ, I really think AJ Styles will lose the WWE title on the count of the debut of Sanity. I fully believe Sanity will screw over AJ, setting up the Club versus Sanity for the summer. # Way of Cronin.
Damn, the Way of Cronin. What is that meme coming back? Freaking Blackout. Thanks for the $7. I've been seeing it.
Way?
I've been seeing it everywhere, man. That would be. I don't know if I would like that to happen.
I do think Nakamura is going to win the belt. I'll just say that right now.
Do you? All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Really?
I know we'll do a little bit of predictions, but I will legitimately give mine at this point, and I'll go first for this. Just to cover.
That transition just really freaked me the fuck out, Joe.
Yeah.
Freaking white, I'm like, Jesus.
There's somebody watching right now. There's somebody who was like staring at their phone, watching us, like out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden they were like,
Stoned out their mind.
Just freaking out.
Well, at least they made it to 100.
like that
Exactly.
that
Hey,
triggered
got
the
this far.
aneurysm. That triggered the aneurysm. You know, in a weird way, I'd be like, that's like somebody's like, Joe, did you hear about it? Like, MJ402 fucking died watching your stream. Like,
Whoa.
wait a minute, who? Dude, he's been listening for like a year. He died. I just saw it on his Twitter. He passed away. Apparently, he had an aneurysm watching your show. And then it's like, yes! like
So
remember,
awesome it killed viewers.
no, like that's the Scrooge thing from Bill Murray and Scrooge. Remember when they show? He's like, "This is what I would do." And he shows the package, and they're like, "This Christmas, Scrooge." Like the guy has a shotgun and kills Santa, and then like we can't show that. People are gonna be scared. He's like, "Good." And then the fucking old lady dies watching the commercial for it.
You'd have to put a fucking disclaimer like Jackass before every episode Out of Nowhere going forward.
This lady dies watching their fucking trailer for it, and they give him the front page of the paper, and he's like, yes, you can't buy this type of publicity. Fucking great. But yeah, you know what's funny about that, by the way, is Bill Murray in that movie, in Scrooge. He has these people making this fucking high-budget commercial, showing him the commercial, where it's like, this Christmas, Mary Lou Retton is, and like blah blah, and he's like, that was stupid. He's like, here's what I would do. Then he clicks the switch, and then he's got a big trailer. Why did you even have them making that shit if you were going to make that anyway? Why, you know, like, what the fuck was the point in that? What was the point in everybody working on this production trailer, and then
Why
you
bother?
just turn on yours and go, look what I would do? Well,
Because he's Scrooge.
well, who made that? You know, he had fucking, and by the way, theirs looked like a regular TV commercial. Bill Murray's looked like a TSS video. Like, it was totally out of TSS's book if you watch it. But anyway, we getting fucking derailed, Drew style.
Another plot hole.
All right, let me
So
get
there
rid
was
of
a
that.
report that came out from several different, the typical WWE news sites, and it says from the rumor mill, spoiler about title changes at Backlash. Apparently, there's not going to be any.
Oh,
They're because this was ideally so last minute thrown together, and a lot of the bookings here, I know that's a huge understatement, but a lot of the booking decisions here leads, if someone was to win, the titles would have to switch shows for the most part, for some of the feuds. And it's just difficult to have things be final, per se. So they don't envision a lot of the titles changing hands. And even with that said, they said no titles changing hand. I don't know how they can keep this feud going with Nakamura and AJ if Nakamura loses here. This will be his third loss.
yeah, I would think.
How could he lose here and have them move forward?
I don't want to sound dramatic and like, oh, this is going to be the end, but fuck, if Nakamura loses after this great, obsessed with low blow heel turn, there is nothing. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with him.
It's
Like,
no
I feel like he needs to win.
disqualification.
I've got to
So
give a
he
shout
had
out.
a no DQ match at Backlash. I mean, it's not Extreme Rules. It's not, So how could he not be able to, go ahead and capture the title with this? And we will get
give
your
Nakamura
super
the
chats,
title
guys.
and then
It's
have
on pause.
Oh.
No,
I was
it's
gonna say, give Nakamura the belt.
unfortunately, I don't know why. Super chats aren't working to alert us like they should.
I see now.
I think it's because it's like synced up to Joe Cronin Show or something, and it won't allow me to. I tried fixing it earlier, but anyway, so it's not alerting. They're working fine. They're just not alerting me. So I'm gonna put them up on the screen like this. I can't get the super chat party thing to play, and that's aggravating me. But we'll work on that, getting that fixed. But Liz,
see, I assumed it was paused because I saw them popping. Look at that.
No, they're popping up, but they're just not popping up.
And it's not popping.
What's up, guys? Congrats on 100 episodes out of nowhere. Liz, thank you. DJ Anime, thank you. So, big time. There's the super chat. But yeah, I don't know why.
We also had Scott Frame. He popped in and said AJ versus Knox should have been at Great Balls of Fire. That's great. And Talvish also threw in a super chat for $1 before, so thank you all.
Let me go find those because I don't know why. I don't know why the alerts aren't popping up for it. But, I mean, at least they're coming up in the chat, which is fine. But it's like... normally Streamlabs has a special one that pops up, and I guess that ain't working right. But Leah, what are you looking for? Your life? What?
So I'm gonna go ahead and go against the norm. I'm gonna say AJ wins here based on that report, but I don't see how. I think Nakamura will win, but I'm putting my money on AJ. So
I think they'll do the rematch at Money in the Bank.
How do they get there though?
Nakamura wins.
You think you do think Nakamura is going to win? Yeah, yes. I mean, fuck this report because I could see no other title changing hands. But right. I mean, if you go through, we'll go through the whole card at some point. But
do you don't think that maybe like AJ already gets his payback and like he punches Nakamura in the balls to win, and then
someone said something really hilarious where they said, "I want the Goldberg metal plate from Bret Hart." But they want it as a cup that AJ wears, so when Nakamura goes to hit him, he like breaks his arm.
Oh my god! And he puts a steel cup on his balls. Oh my god, that's funny. He's like or even better, he does it, and then his arm gets stuck, and he goes and his arm's stuck, and then AJ pulls his pants down, and there's a cup with like spikes sticking out of it.
Who did that against
He's
China?
Bleeding everywhere.
China was low blowing everybody, and then she hurt her arm with the same thing. She went and maybe there's somebody in the chat. Oh no, I don't think it was Austin. For some reason, I want to say it was Billy Gunn.
That'd be weird.
That's what's coming to mind. I could be way off, but I remember China facing somebody, and she kept low blowing them over and over, and then finally she went ahead and her arm was killing her because when she low blowed them, they had like a steel cup, and that was the.
I have a feeling that's going to come back.
That's hilarious.
Goat Machine said Road Dogg, wasn't it? Yeah, I have it was Road Dogg or Billy Gunn. It was one of those two. New Age Outlaws. I could swear that happened. I know. I don't think I'm crazy this time. Usually yes, but I can distinctly remember this. All right, Road Dogg. A few other people are saying. Richard said as well. So yeah,
if it's Road Dogg, that's definitely going to be used.
Yeah. So I could see him repeating that story. Certainly.
Guys, I got a great idea for a thing. Trust me, it works.
100% guaranteed.
You almost said it like Billy too. That's funny.
But the card is just it feels just so shitty. It really does. I mean, we get Seth Rollins versus The Miz, and we've seen these matches over and over. I know that they divided the roster, that they had the shakeup, so we're going to get new feuds. But I was really hoping with the next pay-per-view after Mania, after the Rumble, that we'd get new things, and we're not.
Right.
Well, people kept saying like that freaking what do you call it? That the Rumble was like the glorified house show. This is the glorified house show.
Yeah, this truly is. The only thing on here that we've seen Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe before, but that kind of feels a bit more interesting. A little bit. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm less curious to see the match and more about the outcome.
Have you noticed everything Samoa Joe touches has been turning like to gold, or at least like blowing up a little bit? Like it's really
been interesting.
I do love his promo on SmackDown, but it felt really misplaced at first. It's like, AJ Styles, I'm going to crush you just like I'm going to crush Roman Reigns, and then goes off like, well, at least he's promoting the pay-per-view, but why is he interrupting AJ Styles? It seems a bit odd, but
it's almost
okay,
like
he's inserting himself into the title picture. And I can see him and AJ feuding next if this angle with Nakamura fizzles out.
Yeah.
If Nakamura doesn't capture the title, then bam, you've got Samoa Joe next in line.
Or Joe gets the Money in the Bank.
You want to see my dick?
That'd be good.
I'll take my dick out right now. I'm Seanzviews Entertainment.
And you want to see my dick?
Oh, I needed a song. I needed a song.
Do you want to see my dick? I will show you my penis.
I love this one.
I'm Seanzviews
What's up to Mr. Fall River himself?
With me, I'll also show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick?
Man, I'm gonna rock that on the drums later.
Episode 100, Take You Dicks Out.
Take your
May first
dicks out.
episode of Smackdown was average. Hassan Benjamin had a good match.
Feel bad.
Benoit looked very strong against Stamboli.
Yeah.
Funaki Squash funny. This Cena guy is good on mic when he raps. Kendrick deserved that ass whoop-hand.
The Goon. What's up, Goon? Thanks for the $13, Goon. Yeah, I feel bad for the women in the audience. I'm sorry. Everybody's like, dicks and dick. Like, poor women that watch this show.
Chicks love dicks. It's all good.
Mazel tov to Joe and JD on your 100th episode. There were a lot of ups and downs, but congrats nonetheless. Joe, I give you a blessing that out of nowhere lasts a lifetime, and this year Vince Creative should die or burn in hell.
Oh my god.
And Roman too. Hashtag Judscats. Pussy.
Oh man. Mirov. That's Mirov. What's up, Mirov? How you doing? Mirov, thanks for the Drew Bledsoe $11. I appreciate it. We love you, Mirov. Thank you for celebrating Out of Nowhere episode 100 with us. It's amazing. We're going to take phone calls in a few minutes, so we will do that. And we're seeing what you guys are saying right now with the donations. ShiBUM.
Congrats on 100 episodes of Monetized T. I mean, Out of Nowhere.
Oh,
It's
no.
been fun since I joined this army.
Dolphin on high. How you been, Dolphin? We get it. I don't know how to make dolphin noises, but you got to learn how to do it, man.
Yeah, no, that's not close, but
I got to fucking.
sounds more like a retarded squirrel.
This is the sound of me licking a dolphin, like privates. Dolphin, thank you for becoming a $5 ShiBUM and welcome to the JCS Army, brother. We will.
That's not the
fuck you up.
blowhole.
Yeah, that's the blowhole. You'll blow
And
it.
now you'll find out why I'm banned from SeaWorld.
Get out of the tank. Please get him out of the tank. I kept watching videos of Kane removing his mask from back in 2003. I just couldn't stop watching it for some reason.
Hey Joe, Jake, and Connor from Kayfabe didn't really have anything to say, just wanted to donate. Wait, actually I do. Fuck the Greatest Royal Rumble and Vince fucks Roman hard. Jake's the man.
The greatest Royal Rumble.
Broken Lion. Thank you, buddy.
They killed Harambe at the Rumble Royal Rumble.
I don't know why I find that really fucking funny. They shot the greatest Royal Rumble.
At the greatest Royal Rumble. Man, there's another one. Here he is again. Null Death, what's up?
My name is Kane and I'm
The new mayor of Knox County.
The mayor of Knox County.
Shit, my apologies. I meant backtrash. A simple spelling error is going to make me seem like a moron like Kanye West. Anyway, I can't remember a PPV with less build than this trash. This is what happens when Vince gets paid off. Wood for Kevin Dunn is pricey.
Oh my god. Can you imagine what he would do? No, Death, thank you for the 666. I meant back trash. He said black trash.
I didn't even catch that.
You didn't catch that earlier, dude. Oh
no,
my god.
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh man.
During that pay-per-view.
ShiBUM.
Sacklash will be bigger than JD's tiny cock. Hash out to nowhere 100. What's up, guys? I'm doing fine. Just a little depressed about myself still.
Oh, don't worry,
but
man.
either way, thought I stop by and support you guys. Hashtag Sacklash.
Super Laser.
Sacklash.
Super Laser, thank you for becoming a $5 ShiBUM, and thank you, Sacklash. I thought it was Sucklash. It's Sacklash.
There's going to be like 30 million of these damn things. These are going to be great.
I should make a T-shirt that just says Sucklash. But that guy said Sacklash, so it'd be good with the whip and then the balls.
$100.
Oh, holy shit!
It's donation time, motherfucker.
Oh
boy.
my god! Oh my
monetize
god!
this money.
Oh, Leah!
Congrats on 100 episodes of Outta Nowhere.
Oh my
Here's
god!
$1 an episode as a congratulatory gift. Keep up the good work, Joe, Jake, and OKFabe.
God damn, man. Renegade Joe Compton, dude. Holy shit. Thank you for $100. 100 episodes. $100. Fuck, break out the wine, motherfucker. Break out the fucking beer.
In the Jack Daniels right now.
He was going to drop by later. Well, I guess he certainly made an entrance.
Dropped his pants, baby, and unloaded it into all of our
13
mouths.
inches and everything.
Thank you, Joe Compton. Holy shit. That's one of the biggest donations we've ever seen on Outta Nowhere. You know, certainly not going to beat monetize this with Himmelgod, but god damn,
that
that's
monetize this money. We're moving on up.
Yeah, we're
making a name for ourselves finally. Only took 100 episodes.
If we do that, we'll be doing fucking 2 shows a day. This keeps up like this. Thank you very much for that, Joe Compton. You are a beast. Yeah, Jake, take us somewhere else while I just quickly drop my headphones, open up my window, and grab a drink because it is boiling. Are you guys fucking hot? Because it is hot.
Yeah.
It is fucking nasty up here.
Dude,
I wasn't kidding about
I'm
not
in
wearing
all
pants.
soup right now.
Absolutely.
it was 90 degrees. 90 degrees here today. Connor probably felt it too.
Oh,
Yeah, it was rough. Danny had her softball game. And, poof, yeah, and sweat. Sweat, baby, sweat.
All right, whichever one hits the back of your ass crack wins.
So we have Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And I don't know.
I have an interesting theory about Strowman.
Oh, do tell.
I legit, after watching Raw, I am pretty well convinced he's going to be the one to beat Lesnar for the title.
I have honestly the same inkling. You know, it seems that they're more focused on him being accelerated because I've heard now, you know, and this is what's been thrown by the wayside, but I've heard that they've already kind of started to sour on Lashley, and it certainly seems that way. I guess Lashley was supposed to be Braun's partner initially at WrestleMania. And from there, they went ahead and somebody made a joke saying, hey, wouldn't it be funny if? And then from there...
Swear to God, it was Kevin Dunn.
I wouldn't doubt it. And they said, who was it? Brian Alvarez said, I don't know for sure, but I think there's a good possibility it was Lashley to be Braun's partner at Mania. Somebody in the back came up with the idea they thought would be cute. And then everyone in the live crowd thought it was a cute idea, but they were there for 5 or 6 hours or longer, however long it was. It was definitely 6 hours by the time Braun Strowman found the kid in the crowd, Nicholas. But it was supposed to be Bobby before that, certainly. And that makes sense because it was, you know, speculated as this you know, big surprise and who's it going to be. We knew Lashley had re-signed, so, you know, all signs pointed it to a major returning star, whether it be Dean or, you know, someone of the likes. But it was supposed to be someone big. And then they went for that feel-good moment, and as funny as it was in hindsight, I guess, I don't know. I think it would have been better if they just had the straight run-of-the-mill, you know, tag team match with Lashley.
I fucking laughed that he walked right by the whole NXT roster. I just found that really fucking funny. It's like, I'm going to pick the best tag team partner. I saw Lars Sullivan. You can't tell me that you and Lars Sullivan couldn't have been a better. Yeah, please convince me how Nicholas is a much better choice for a partner. But no, I think specifically the way they booked that 6-man tag was a very high indicator, because if you look, and I'm not sure if you guys talked about this in the Raw review or not, but I certainly did on mine, Strowman was the star, not Roman. Strowman got the hot tag. Strowman got the hot tag. Roman did all the dirty work at the beginning. Strowman was the star of that 6-man tag, which I find very funny, considering Strowman had a beautiful history of vehicular manslaughter against each other. Now they're all buddy.
And now they have to work together.
Yeah.
Joe had brought up the point too on Monday night's review, and I disagreed with him wholeheartedly. He had said, "Oh well, they kind of got what they wanted with that match. They got Roman cheered," and I don't feel like Roman got cheered, even being teamed with Lashley and Braun.
But they do that all the time. They do cheer by association.
And even then, I don't feel like he got it because they strictly cheered Braun, and then as soon as Roman was in the ring, people were still booing while cheering. It was a very awkward reception because once they raised Braun's hand, once Roman was seen again, the boos started. So I don't feel like he even got cheered by association there at all. And I hate the way they have to label any crowd that doesn't like Roman a bizarro crowd. That still agitates me in my soul. Just so deeply does that bother me.
So, America's a bizarro town then?
Yeah, everywhere apparently. But, he didn't get over in the Middle East. He didn't get over in Saudi Arabia. He didn't get over when they went to, Australia. He didn't get over in every other worldwide tour they've done. It didn't work. They've given him every opportunity, every possible chance, every superstar to conquer and defeat and get the rub from. Your pet project has failed.
That's why I think Strowman's going to be the one to take it. Not just because of the victory at the Rumble, but like I said, the way that you can tell they have a rocket strapped to him this time. You can tell they were playing off the popularity of him and seeing, okay, let's see how far this shit can take us. Let's see how crazy it can get. Let's see how far it can go. But the plan is always Roman. It's always Roman Reigns fisting me in the ass after he gets out of Gorilla. It's always going to be, they always gear towards Roman. You could tell that when they were doing it last year with the ambulance flipping and the truck and all that stuff where he refused medical attention and all that shit. You could tell that they were just like toying with the idea. I think now they're going to put the rocket to Strowman, at least temporarily. So I have a very... I saw the rumors too, but after seeing the combination of the Rumble and Raw, it just kind of further cemented me. Like, I think that's the way they're going. I think they're going to do the thing with Joe, but I wouldn't be surprised if Strowman is the next challenger for the title, especially because that way it gives the greatest Royal Rumble victor something to go after.
And that's what's needed, more than just the belt and the trophy. And granted, they still had to protect Roman after losing at the greatest Royal Rumble. They had to go ahead and bring up the video footage that showed that Roman was the rightful, champion, even though the referee made an inaccurate call. And that's not true. Roman's right foot was on the ring apron. Both of his feet did not touch the floor. Ringside News and a few other places posted these slow motion videos, and people have broken it down. He lost. End of story.
I found that very interesting that people were bitching about that. I'm like, didn't you not want him to win the title? Like, wait.
Yeah, granted, but I'd rather the call come, fairly than to me. Like, that's almost a little more important. The how the outcome happens and the actual outcome at times. That was one of the things that I was kind of pining for myself, is to have things be better defined. I know we need better writing. I know we need better stories to make people characters again, because you can't get behind a cardboard box. It doesn't matter when you have a cutout of an individual. But I wish things were a little bit better defined. There are rules there, and I know they keep things pretty vague and close to the chest so that they can change it on a moment's notice. But I think it would better behoove them going forward. They don't,
certain
people
matches.
Not getting rematches, people not getting, if they just had, because they can still change it. They can come up with an excuse. You own the company, but just to have things better laid out. What if they made it, a little more UFC like, where you knew you had a definite number one contender, and then you broke things down from there.
Do you really want a fucking SmackDown top dead list again?
No, I don't. But I just, I'd like to see, and that's the thing I enjoyed on SmackDown. What Raw didn't do, we saw Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and Jinder Mahal come out on Raw, and they went ahead and they want to fight Roman. Well, why do you want to fight him so bad? It just didn't feel. I guess Jinder did say that he wanted to, take on the former champion, blah blah blah, whatever. I tuned him out regardless. But the thing is that SmackDown handled it so much better with their introduction. The way when they, just the simple things they do. That whole thing with the Miz and whatnot. Oh, this is what you want. This is what happened. This is, and that's what shows. Just the little small attention to detail makes it that much more enjoyable.
Well, they leave certain match types vague open like that with the decisions, because you're right, because that way they can kind of fuck around with it and do that way. Like, oh, okay. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Like remember Triple H and Shawn Michaels leading into WrestleMania 20 with Benoit? They had a last man standing match at the Royal Rumble, and neither one of them answered to the 10 count. And they did that on purpose because they wanted to show them as equals going into, into the greatest WrestleMania at that time. So I think they do that deliberately to kind of, all right, we're going to book this finish because it's BS and it can like just sneak away. And sometimes I appreciate that. Like I remember another one where I think it was Big Show and JBL, and they did I think it was a barbed wire cage match, and Big Show was escaping, and he choke slammed JBL through the ring, and then JBL crawled out from underneath the ring, and I thought that was fucking clever as hell.
See, and those little ingenious, ingenuitive moments is another thing that we're lacking.
Yeah. But everything else,
I just felt like there was two moments we saw it on SmackDown that I personally enjoyed. We went ahead and we saw, just with Miz TV, Jeff obviously has never been fantastic on the mic, but he's the champion. What they did between him and Orton, I enjoyed. Having Miz try and instigate a fight between the two, and Shelton Benjamin coming out and say, "No, I beat you. Therefore, I deserve the shot, not you, and that's what I wanted to see. That's the kind of, attention to detail that I want them to pay attention to, all the time. I beat you, therefore you don't deserve the title shot, I do. And I'm not saying they need to, further line out everything, but things like that, those little moments make it more enjoyable. You see a character's motivations, and it makes them less bland. It gives them a reason to fight for something. And they even, did it a bit with Samoa Joe. Yeah, it was, in an odd place. But him saying, after I beat Roman, I'm coming for your title. And it just him being placed in there, you're like, all right, I can see why, who, where. Turning Nakamura heel was the right idea. SmackDown certainly seems to have the better characters at this point in time. But
yeah, it's way more.
I know we need better writing across the board, obviously, but
SmackDown has definitely been much more exciting for sure. Like it's been, it's more exciting based on the characters, like you said they have, and the writing's been a little bit better to me. But
it's not great by any means. I'm not praising it entirely, but it was certainly.
I feel like their shows are better. I think their shows are more consistent, whereas Raw's has more peaks and valleys. I think SmackDown is a better overall consistent show where I'm not dragging as much lately, where I can say that about Raw the last couple of months prior to at least some episodes, but it felt like especially this week Raw only had like pockets that interested me, everything else was kind of garbage, and then SmackDown was like, okay, not everything is great, but overall as the show wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed it like overall compared to bits and pieces.
Yeah, and they were able to show a range of emotion with different people too. You had Carmella going from just this uber confident, so sure of herself heel to this complete opposite chicken shit, afraid, panic-stricken, moment of terror. And I like that she was able to show a range of that magnitude. Just things like that. I feel like the characters are just a bit more interesting because they allow them to be booked that way.
Neither show has been very good. Either way, it's one or the other takes over, but nobody ever usually gets over a 5, which is terrible. That's the thing, is nobody ever,
Raw
really...
got a 2, SmackDown got a 5, and that's exactly it. And then they go ahead, and after 205 Live goes off the air, they have Daniel Bryan take on Nakamura, and are they on crack?
I don't know what happened. I just lost you guys on Skype there for a second, but 314 is on the phone. I don't know what just happened. I lost it. If you guys were talking, something happened. 314, what's up?
Hello, what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
What's going
on? I got a question. What do you guys think WWE will be in the future? Like, where do you see it?
Porn.
Like, where do you?
If they keep going this way, well, there's two things when you say that come to my mind. The one thing is, I see them hopefully evolving and becoming a little bit more what NXT was, and turning it into that, sort of more about the sporting style with a little bit of that entertainment flair rolled in. Once Triple H and Stephanie and Shane really get into it, and if Vince is gone, I could see that. But I could also see, a different company kind of jumping in and running this whole thing with them, or being a partnership with Fox or somebody, And it's like, and it's sort of
you still
being
see it being on cable.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I was actually about to say that, yeah.
Yeah, being on cable. And, I could definitely see that happening. And maybe eventually going to the network, but I think they'll always have a show on cable somehow. And I think they'll just keep
SmackDown will be on the network first.
Right, exactly right. Like one of them jumping, something going to the network, but something staying on cable.
Yep.
If they go on the network, how many viewers do you think they'll get? Like 1 million, or? I mean,
no.
They'd have to hit a threshold first.
Yeah, I would say that. What are they almost? They're almost at 2 million, right? They're still struggling with 1.8 or something.
Last I checked, I think that they were just shy of 2.
So if they put SmackDown on the network, I mean, maybe you would have. I don't know what that would increase. 2.2. I don't know if it would increase. If they could figure out that they could increase it like that, they'd probably do it. Maybe, but right now the TV's.
Would about every subscriber watch it though? I mean, would they?
No.
Say if you got 2 million subs.
No.
Will
No.
all of them, like
no, but
a million would watch it. I
would say a lot. I'd say a good amount would though, and you know what they would do is if
50,
there's
75%.
Well, what they've tried to do, though, is they've sort of tried to do their 205 Live is the experiment over there, right? But that's not as interesting. But to put SmackDown over there, then you could use Raw to say, join us tomorrow night for SmackDown on the network, And so they're using Raw to cross-promote their network show. And eventually, I don't know if you can... I don't think you can ever really fully step away from TV. Because TV brings in this other audience. It's just like YouTube, right? Like people always say, Joe, just go to Daily Motion or go to some other site because YouTube sucks. That's true. And yes, when I want to do something uncensored and crazy, I'll go to those websites. But you can't just go to those websites because if I go to Daily Motion and start making videos every day, nobody is going to show up to watch them that's new. The only people that are going to find me are people that already know and that know me from YouTube. So the best thing to do is put on a PG show on YouTube, try to SEO the thing and, algorithm the fuck out of it, get viewers and watchers, and then bring them over to whatever else you're doing. Thus, Patreon. I've had 330 patrons joined us last month. 330 patrons. 330 of you guys came over to my uncensored Patreon where we can do whatever the fuck we want, pretty much. And we've had a good time over there, and it came because of YouTube. So if I eliminated YouTube, eventually, if we lost some patrons here or there, we wouldn't be bringing in any new patrons because we wouldn't be on YouTube. So you have to be on YouTube. So the WWE reaches 2.5 to 3 million people on a SmackDown. So you gotta be on the TV to draw in new viewers who could buy the network. Because otherwise, you'll be on your own network in your own little bubble, hoping that videos go viral enough to make you discover your network, which just isn't going to work. You need to be on cable still. Believe it or not.
Yeah, look at what happened with the Mixed Match Challenge. The first week, they had a decent amount of viewers. And granted, it was only United States. It wasn't global. But that dropped off quick. Towards the end, they only had 30 to 40,000 viewers max.
Right.
I mean, so that alone says it. Like I said, it was a small portion of their audience, that was actually able to watch it. But still, that was a test to see how they would do online, and it wasn't great.
I think they'll lean more towards digital, but I completely agree with Joe that you have to stay where your core audience is going to be. And if they're getting their core audience from TV, then they can't completely separate this. I think that if they do go towards more the network, SmackDown will be the definite show that goes. And I think that'll be around the point when the brand split's probably going to die again. I've been saying that for a while now.
Well, what you do though, Connor, is you take the Patreon formula, right? Let's use Patreon real quick, right? We need to fund my show. Joe Cronin Show needs to be funded. Sometimes we use the money for different things and whatever else, plus my life. This is my life now. You guys fund me. You guys make it possible for us to do these shows, for me to do my shows, for me to do this, keep doing this. So, we've got a tier system. If you have $1, you can listen to Corrupted on Saturdays. If you have $2 a month, $2 a month, you can listen to Corrupted, and you can download the MP3 of it. Plus, you get live videos, some songs, and some other things. Or for $5,
you got $5, you can be a ShiBUM.
You can be a ShiBUM. For $5, you can literally listen to 6 to 8 hours of bonus content a week. So many of you guys became $5 patrons. Some of you guys are $10 patrons with a VIP, a Discord, and all the other things that come with that. So here's the deal. That's what WWE should be doing. That should be the next phase. The next phase should be, $9.99 gets you the basic package of network. $13.99 should give you commercial-free WWE Network. And for $15.99, you should get commercial-free, and you should get, like, some other thing, some other bonus, some other show. So you're literally paying for, like, extra content. That way they can fund it. Because I'll tell you, I'll pay $3 or $4 more to get rid of ads. And even if it's more than that, I'll pay $5 more. I will pay $15 a month if you get rid of ads on the WWE Network. I'm not kidding.
And think about it, too. We were talking in the chat. Andrew Barber makes a great point. Can they still be edgy while being PG? And I definitely think they can. They don't need to swear to be edgy. They just need more creative writing. They could take it in a more adult tone while still being somewhat family friendly. They can toe that line. They don't need tits and ass like the old days. Granted, wouldn't hurt, but they don't need it, and that's the thing. They just, it all comes down to who they have in the writer's room. I fail to understand why they brought in so many, drama people and soap opera writers and things like that. And yeah, it doesn't need to be swearing and whatnot, but it's just, they're missing the mark here. Well, having Roman come out and say bitch does nothing.
And I can say too, like with the network, it's like, dude, I would normally buy SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and usually at least 1 or 2 other pay-per-views, right? Usually 3 or 4 pay-per-views I would buy, and I would just steal watch the other ones on some streaming channel. That's what I used to do in 2013. I can remember doing it. We watched these shows. I'd be like, oh, my stream was a little bad, but I remember this happened. That was fucking crazy. And when you add up that money, you're talking about $300-something.
So yeah, WrestleMania was $80 this year.
Didn't they? Wasn't there a rumor they were going to do a like an a la carte system a while back, where they were going to do, like, if you do $9.99 you get the if you do like $5.99 you get the pay-per-views, or $5.99 you get just the content only, no pay-per-views. $9.99 you get everything, and then yeah, like all these different things you get to pick and choose. And I thought that they were rumored about something like that before, but
I'm just laughing because Jesse's laughing at a la carte.
No, because I'm picturing, like, on the fucking network, like, they have a thing for, like, to tip them and shit, like, just in case the network.
They stole Joe Cronin's gimmick. They stole Joe Cronin Show's gimmick. Monetize everything. Figure out a way to monetize everything. I mean,
yeah, pick and choose.
I mean,
like you said too, you're saving money from not doing the pay-per-views, and what if they added, somebody said, like, it doesn't have to be the 3rd hour of Raw, but what if they added some, more adult-ish wrestling content on the network? They can't do it for suitors, and what if that attracts more of a larger demographic between 18 and 24, or that kind of way? I think with the network, because they can show the Attitude Era stuff on the network, they can show the TV 14 things. So why not have some of that on there as well? They could do, like you said, on Patreon, you have Morning Madness. It's not on YouTube. Why don't they do that for wrestling, where they have a show once a week that has a couple of matches, and similar to a 205 Live, and, they kind of mix it up. Just like the Mixed Match Challenge, but make it a little bit edgier, a little bit more adult-themed. These are things that I feel like they missed the mark on. They could charge more for the network too. I think if they went up $1 or $2, they'd be fine. They provide enough content already just by cutting the price of the pay-per-views.
It is really astounding how they have not raised the prices yet.
I'm surprised because they rolled out these questions for us over 2 years ago, and then again a year ago. How in the world have they not done this, implemented this? Why the fuck not? Listen, Blake, call up, man. I'll put you on. I don't know what you wanted to say, but I'll get you. Just call back, man. And I'll put you on, Blake. But no, I don't know why they haven't done this. I came up with all these ideas for the network. In fact, one of my ideas was, like, the podcasting package, the shoot videos package. Like, You know, before you paid $30 for DVDs of shoot interviews. Now it's WWE Network presents the WWE shoot, or like something like that, where it's like they grab Scott Hall, they grabbed all these wrestlers, they bring them over to Connecticut, they film their own shoot videos where a guy asks them hard-hitting questions, and these guys shoot uncensored. Yep. In fact, they encourage the uncensored, and they create their own series where these wrestlers shoot once a week, the weekly shoot. You put the wrestler on there, 45 minutes, and you put that in a tier.
What would be their upside to that, though? Like, for
money.
them to do that?
Money.
Exclusive more subscribers, because they had a small idea what they would bring it to the table. You know, that was supposed to be their shoot show.
Like, the first shoot, here's what would happen. The first shoot would happen, and it'd go, oh, yeah, so we were supposed to just protect Roman all year. Everything was make Roman look strong. Like, it would just blow everything.
No. Old superstar. Bring in old guys. I don't want, fuck that. No, not the new. No, they can't do that. What you're describing right now is what they did with Steve Austin, which is what, they put Stone Cold on there, and he kind of did a shoot. He shot on the WWE champion, Dean Ambrose, and Ambrose fumbled the ball. He's been
kind of like a
pretty good
thing
lately.
Dean fucking blew his ass in that fucking thing. But no, I'm saying put him down with a red curtain behind them, put Scott Hall down, and let him just go. Just let him go. Current events, everything. They can edit some stuff out if they don't like
Where
it.
Are we going?
What are we doing? Roman's a fucking idiot. You go ahead, edit it out, fine. But
hey, Roman, you need a toothpick.
But if you say, if you say limited commercials, you get the WWE shoot, you get the podcasts like Bruce Pritchard's podcasts and all these other things, and you package it and you say, okay, $15.99, and the whole universe will be at your fingertips, and you do this whole thing, dude. Hardcores are gonna buy that. I guarantee at least 200,000 people are interested in all. If you package all of that like that, it would be an exclusive thing. Access to camera angles in the back and stuff or something. They can do all that stuff. That's what I was
going to say, too. They can have people, when they're showing promos to the pay-per-view audience, well, if you're a subscriber on the network, instead you'll get a backstage interview with, whoever's match is coming up next. So rather than have to watch the same vignette for the 300th time, instead you'll get a special promo or interview or some type of, interaction.
Right. And listen, I want to bring Blake in real quick. But before I do that real quick, let me just put something into perspective for everybody. Let me put one little thing in perspective. I think many of us could agree that my random number that I threw out there, if there was to be an extra tier for all that shit that I just explained on the network, and we would all pay an extra $5.99 for it, let's say $16 a month or whatever, right? Let's pretend that 200,000, let's say 200,000 people are interested in that, and they do it. That's $5.99 times 200,000. Do you know what that equals, dude? That equals $1.1 million, almost 1.2. So $1.2 million extra that you get. 1.2 million extra that you get on the network. That's it, though. Think about this: Saudi Arabia just gave the WWE $200 million for that show, and increasing the network $5 with all these extra things would only make them an extra 1.2 million. When you put that in perspective, it's like, wow. Like, that's just fucking depressing almost for the network when you see what the Saudi government, does. But anyway, let's welcome in Blake. I didn't know what you wanted to talk about, Blake, but what's up?
What up, guys? Happy 100.
Thank you, man, and thanks for the jersey, man. I wore it earlier. It was great. I was Patreon.
Thank you, bud.
It's all good. Hey, you guys were talking about the network and how many changes needs to happen. Guys, I've been spending a month and a half trying to email, Twitter, even personal mail WWE headquarters and the media PR team about possibly doing a live coast-to-coast Raw and Smackdown for the last 2 to 4 weeks. You know how many responses I got? 0.
Wait a minute. About doing what do you want to do? Say it again. I missed it.
To put live West Coast Raw and Smackdown because it's always on delay, right? Remember
he gets it 3 hours later.
Well, yeah, who's your provider again?
It's Spectrum. It's Cox. It's the cable company.
Who's the one that doesn't get that? There's somebody that does get it live. Is that the Dish Network people or something?
DirecTV, I think maybe they have that option. Dish or someone, but it's one of the satellite companies. But most of the providers on the West Coast do not provide the live feature.
Which is a terrible idea, because what's the point of watching the recap? I mean, you literally have to keep yourself off the internet or not talk to anyone for a 3-hour period, especially when something monumental does rarely but happen, you know?
No, fucking takeovers live, they can do this.
Jake, it's even worse. I mean, ESPN is putting out notifications about WWE rights. Even when I'm at the West Coast, like, okay, I'm still at work and I'm watching, you know, I'm at work, and I get the ESPN tweet about Carmella winning the women's title, and I have to wait 3 hours to watch it.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
So it's getting to the point where the West Coast they don't give a shit about us. So it's, you know, even for a 2 or 3 week trial for them to try it out for that long, like SNL did, and look what SNL did. It's successful, and they're permanently doing it. But they won't do it, and whatever they do with the network, it's stupid and retarded as well. But as far as that goes, and one more thing to throw out to you guys, Brock Lesnar is at 392 days as Universal Champion. CM Punk's reign was at 434, and this was a lot to take to the heart.
It's a different title.
June 11th.
It's a different title, though.
Yeah, see, we talked about this lineage, but it shouldn't count because it's not.
It's a Universal title. It's
yeah, I don't feel like
twist the narrative. You guys know that.
What was that?
They're going to say he's the longest reigning champion in the modern era. They're going to say it.
I guess.
Yeah, but it was with the the WWE Championship.
Yeah,
I don't feel like that
constitutes.
That
hardcore belt.
Yeah, I don't think it constitutes having the Universal title. You know, that's a whole new belt. So what, Braun next year, if he defends, you know, he'll be the longest reigning, greatest Royal Rumble champion. Well, does it have to be defended at the regular Royal Rumble? Does it? You know, that's the kind of shit that. I don't know. It has to be the WWE title. AJ Styles is the one, you know, going for that record currently. And I know they want to get rid of CM Punk. And, of course, Brock's their go-to guy to break records. So I'm sure they'd love to have him have that. But
I don't know. I think it's his last stake on the grass just to put CM Punk in the ground, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I think if they wanted to put him in the ground, you know, they got to have the WWE champion. You know what I mean? AJ has to beat his record then.
Yeah, whoever's holding the WWE championship. I mean, this is at a point in time right now where I'm hearing news that John and Nikki's breakup is possibly a work, that they might have been paid by the E! Network and silenced and have their relationship be covered just to go ahead and have it be, you know, because it went mainstream, their breakup. It was trending on YouTube, on Twitter, everything, and the coverage has been nonstop. And they were seen together for weeks. Everything seemed fine. There was no inclination that they were going to break up. And then, oh, look at that. Total Divas and Total Bellas is coming back May 20th, I believe. So not just professional wrestling experts, but other people are you know, investigative relationship experts, I should say.
If it's,
as funny as
I'll
that
tell
sounds.
you what, if they get back together, I will shit on them till the end of time.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's indeed likely because all their relationship details are set to unravel as the breakup is brought into question in the latest, you know, premiere episode of Total Bellas, which gets underway May 20th. So, I mean, if that's where we're at, that they have to, you know, fake a breakup to sell the show and get views and you know, my God.
Oh, shit, they've been there for a long time.
I know they've done it before in this sense, but I mean...
No, I don't mean that, but I mean, just mean like they've been that desperate for years.
You know, desperate indeed. But there's you know, so much, and you have John saying, you know, oh no, it sucks. There's no other way to say it. I love Nicole with all my heart, and that's that. And you know, he's still professing his love. She still says she's miserable without him. John's not in a good place. He's saying how miserable he is. It just seems like they don't. He's very distraught, and you know, they don't want to be broken up. And everything seemed to be fine. You know, it came out of left field. Like I don't feel like it was anything that we had any idea was brewing. And then all of a sudden, you know, we heard that parts of Total Bellas had to be filmed again because of their breakup.
This always happens with a queef.
Yeah. A puff of hot air comes and
I'll give you a queef.
You want to see my dick?
Oh, there
I'll
he
take my
is.
dick out right now.
There he is.
I'm Seanzviews Entertainment, and you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick? I will show you my penis.
Hey, your queen.
I'm Seanzviews. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick?
My window's open. My neighbor's like, what?
What are the chances of Nakamura versus Styles main eventing Backlash? Nakamura wins rematch at Money in the Bank in a ladder match. # phenomenal ball arm.
Phenomenal ball arm. Chances Nakamura versus Styles main eventing Backlash. Nakamura wins rematch Money in the Bank. Maybe. I honestly don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I really a phenomenal ball arm. Thank you for the donation. If you guys want to donate, the link is down below in the description for Streamlabs. The super chat $signs down there, and all the donation amounts are listed at the bottom of the description box if you want to play around tonight and support the show. But no, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm interested in what they're doing. I could see them doing anything. I could see AJ keeping it. They're still going with the story. I could see Nakamura winning it. I really think that they, like you said, they do need to have Nakamura win it so they can continue this feud.
Yep.
So I think I'm leaning towards Nakamura winning it, but I could see the one happening. And I don't know. It seems like Samoa Joe's about to face everybody. It seems like
that's kind of the thing. That's the odd wrench in the machine at this point.
People are setting up Samoa at Money in the Bank. Really, is that what this is all about? That's why he's like attacking everybody who's going to be in Money in the Bank. I don't get it.
It certainly could be, and the thing is too. Like I said before, here, they're saying, oh, there's not going to be any title changes. I mean, if Nakamura doesn't win here, that feud's done. So they have Samoa Joe on SmackDown. I could see them, have Nakamura revisit this feud later down the line, but doesn't that really kill any momentum that he's had and just destroy his character entirely?
He doesn't have, aside from the heel turn, he doesn't have any momentum.
Well, the heel turn gave him, I think, a slight bit, but even that's so minute that it's hard to discern anyways, but I don't know. And that's what I was saying before you lost the audio, Joe. I don't know if you heard, but Daniel Bryan has a match with Nakamura as the dark match. SmackDown in 205 goes off the air, and then they have this really incredible match.
Oh. Yeah, but it was incredible because the cameras are off. They don't have to watch for stupid spots.
I mean, Montreal went nuts for Daniel Bryan, obviously.
Guys, I've been watching a shit ton of stuff on the network from like 2002, 2003, and all that stuff, and you can see so much difference, and like just the camera angles alone makes the show better.
Oh,
It's just. The storytelling is another matter, but just the fucking cameras ruin it now. I can't believe how bad it is. I think
High Definition ruined it.
Yeah, well, also it's like the E thing. Vince, I think at the end of the day, he's evolving it. He doesn't care if it even is a wrestling company anymore. It just needs to survive as a brand. So he'd be happy to have it be just some E channel bullshit with Seth Rollins.
Let me go to M.
Yeah, the inclusion of HD definitely caused some major issues, because then you were able to see their facial reactions more. You were able to pay attention to the details that they used to be able to hide. Well,
they used to fucking move away from this shot. I was watching on the network, and they used to pull away from shots so that the it would sell better on the screen. Now
exactly. Now you can see the kick misses by 5 inches.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like I don't give a shit if he's fucking crying. He didn't get hit.
Or missed a whisper in the wind by 5 feet. That's fine.
MK, what's up, man? MK's on the phone.
There we go.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
What's up?
What's going on?
I've been hearing in the rumor mill just earlier today that Chris Jericho might be coming to New Japan for his match with Naito, possibly challenging him for the IC title at Dominion next month.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely going back to New Japan, and that's supposed to take place, June 9th, I believe, in Osaka Hall?
Yeah, Dominion is.
Yeah, so that'll be great.
Wait, who's going back where?
Jericho's going back to Japan.
He's supposed to be doing it sometime in the next 2 days.
He's going to drink some sake.
I'd rather have New Japan than Old America with that guy.
Well, did you see him the other day? He looked like Old America. I'm telling you, bro, it's so funny to me. I really started laughing when I saw Jericho's body because, dude, I'm telling you, I watch Jericho. I'm subbed it. I follow him on Instagram. He fucking drinks every day. Jericho, every morning, he's like, well, last night, we had some margaritas and beers, and I was drunk. And then, like, he was in an interview the other day, and he's like, oh, you woke me up in the middle of my drunkenness, like, and they weren't supposed to let anybody on the bus. But anyway, man, how you doing? And it's like, and then he's like, hey, just having some coffee. We had some beers last night. I'm like, this fucking guy is drinking every single night.
Smashed.
And
Did you ever hear the story that he got drunk with Kevin Nash? He missed his flight.
No.
Oh God.
Nash tells this story about like drinking. He's like, I don't fucking like when people like drink excessively. He goes, well, there's one time Jericho, he brought a huge bottle of vodka. And he goes, and Jericho drank about 3/4 of the bottle, and he fell asleep and missed his connector flight. And he was like, I'm not fucking waking him up. And that was, he goes, and I didn't see Jericho for like a week.
Oh, and it's 100% true, because on that interview the other day where he was like, I'm laying on the floor, the guy was like, what's your favorite thing to drink? He goes, vodka on the rocks. So Jericho has been getting smashed every day for the last 3 months on this Fozzy tour, and then he shows up.
Rockstar life.
And
I
then
was promised
The hardest drink I
cocaine.
had was moonshine with a dead strawberry in it.
Dude, he looks like me. If I shaved my whole belly right now and got in a ring, like that's, like seriously, that's what I look like. I fucking look like a slob of shit.
He was looking pretty pudgy.
If I shave my belly right now, that'd be
Chris Jericho is a shaved Joe Cronin.
And I can do the same thing. I could do a moonsault off the ropes, completely fat out of shape. It'd be like, wow.
He did look. I mean, I'm not one to talk, but he did look thick at the Rumble. I'm sorry, the Roomba.
Yeah,
Roomba.
I'm telling you, man.
He had to be number 50 because
The only
he
thing
wouldn't
that
have
the only
probably
thing
survived
lucky
any other spot.
the only thing he's lucky with is he's got like those inverted tits, like when some guys have like everyone's got a different kind of body. Everyone's got a different body makeup. Jericho's nipples almost go inside his chest. Like he's got very tiny nipples. So he's got like inverted breasts. So he's got some
His nipples are almost innies.
He's got some titties, but because he was lucky enough, but if he was a guy where he had outie sort of titties, like he would have big fucking man tits right now. It would be
it'd be sloppy.
Bottom titties.
Yeah, like
he does have that inverted chest. It's definitely noticeable.
Like
he has like that divot in the middle.
If I was in Jericho's shape, I mean, I would have fucking titties flapping around. Like it would be, but Jericho, like he's got inverted titties, luckily. So
that's why I wear a bra. You got to think ahead.
Let those puppies free, Jake. Let them free.
Let them out. And if he
Better
did,
than have inverted
you guys
Bailey balls.
ever? Have you guys heard of the news about also Nakamura possibly trying to beat AJ Styles to a low blow? Because I actually heard that he might actually win.
Yeah,
I think he will.
We thought maybe I thought like the story would could be that AJ low blows him and then wins, and he's like, how do you like that? Because they've sort of set that up. Like Nakamura keeps getting like the one up on AJ, keeps getting it. So this is really set up right now. I mean, honestly, this is very much set up for AJ to win because Nakamura keeps hitting him in the balls, keeps doing it. So you would think AJ would now hit him in the balls and win, and now Nakamura would say you didn't do it clean, and AJ's like got emotional, got carried away, and did what he had to do. It was no disqualification, but fine, I'll do it now. It'll be fair and square match or a ladder match or something. They could do that. It's setting up that way. Nakamura got the best of him like the other night, so now odds are.
I think they tried to do that with the Rumble though, or rushed it. Where like there was the double count out, AJ lost his temper, Nakamura demanded an apology. I think they tried to do that. It was very fucking rushed, but I think they tried to pull that off this last week.
Yeah.
There's actually a reason I haven't called in a while. I actually got into a third car accident a couple months back, and
Jesus.
I finally started recovering from it because I actually ended up totaling this car as well.
What the fuck, dude? Is it your fault or is it
recovering
them?
from the other two.
It was
I
I recovered from the accident recently because I actually ended up hitting like 2 cars or something.
Oh my God, man!
Fucking A, man.
Are you Asian?
Jesus.
No, I'm actually black.
I said, were they Asian?
It's really weird. Well, were they? Yeah.
Well, either way, this has turned into a fuck situation.
Yeah, this is really messed up. Well,
I mean,
but anyway,
wait a minute. Did you
at least
get?
you're feeling better, but damn, that sucks.
I'm sorry to derail the show with that, but
No, but did you get a concussion or something? Did you get a concussion?
No, it was more of a fractured arm.
Oh,
more of a fractured arm.
You say fractured dick?
Grab the neck.
No,
dude,
fractured arm.
I'm sorry, dude. You know what? I've been lucky enough to never have been in such a severe type of thing, you know. So I don't know, man. I can't imagine. I'm sure it's emotional because you're like fucking.
You're
injured.
About to say, there might be other shit.
Yeah, I actually been radio silent on Twitter because of it.
Wow.
Up until the Monday Night Raw before the greatest Royal Rumble in St. Louis.
Yeah, man,
I was there.
I say we didn't see you on there for a while. I'm glad you're doing better now, but damn, you got some shit luck with cars. Take an Uber.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, then they'll get in an accident.
We're on that same wavelength, Jesse. Get in that Uber.
Play Grand Theft Auto for a while. Get the hang of it.
What else?
It's not the great.
Anyway, thank you guys for the call.
Yeah, man.
Thank you guys for the call. Have a great night.
All right, you too, man.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're okay.
Take care and feel better.
Yeah, bro. Love you, man. I'm glad you're all right, you know?
Fuck yeah.
All right, man. Well, shit,
Hey,
that's
Joe.
crazy. Yo, Blake, what's up?
I don't have a prediction. I got a spoiler. This Saturday, the Kentucky Derby. Put every single dollar you have on the number 5 horse. Horse curd to win. 1,000,000 to 1.
Horse curd.
Horse curd.
Imagine that. Put it on 5. Put it on 5. I thought he was going to say Avengers or something. I was like, no, don't tell us anything. By the way, I announced last week that we would be doing the Avengers Sunday at 11, but I had to change that a couple of days ago because I realized this week is Backlash. So, last week, I realized, oh yeah, this is Backlash. I'm a fucking idiot. So we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be.
Yeah,
doing,
you messaged me and you're like, Sunday we'll do the show. I'm like, Backlash. You're like, fuck.
So
Avengers.
5 p.m. on Sunday, we'll be doing the Avengers podcast. So join us for that. Then we're gonna be doing a bonus thing on Patreon.
Just to show you how.
What?
It just goes to show you how fucked wrestling is now.
Yeah, it's dumb.
It's hard to keep track of these fucking pay-per-views.
Did you have one on the Friday?
Well, because they're not pay-per-views. That's why. I mean.
Yeah, they're all special shows and shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
We all know it's the wrong special.
But yeah,
it's gonna be awesome though. There's a lot to cover. I can't wait to see what you thought about a few things. You know?
I can't see Avengers till Saturday night. So Saturday night will be when I'm seeing it. I'll get home for Corrupted, and then Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern we'll do the podcast live from right here, here.
And they say to bust your ass on these things.
Yeah, we got a super chat coming in from Joe Compton. He said, I'm glad that guy is okay and healing well, but tell him to stop driving like Troy does on PUBG.
Oh my God.
I saw that video. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, Troy's a fucking
guy
mess.
Flew out?
Yeah.
Dude, I was losing it.
Earlier, Joe, where the guy flew out of the Jeep.
I was losing it, dude, because I was at the end of that game. It was like, the guy fucking, he gets fucking ejected like 50 feet.
I didn't even see this, but I just know Troy's personality, and I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
Dude,
thank God the tree broke his fall.
He'll crap on everybody and then crash.
I was driving the other night, and I'm like, I go around a corner, and it starts to like really lag and fishtail, and someone's like, "Oh, you're driving like like Todd would," and I'm like, "I'm telling you, it's lagging." Next thing you know, the internet just cuts out, and I had no internet for like 4 hours.
I honestly was like, Jake is fucking just saying this because he drives like shit, and then he fucking lagged out.
Then that was it. I was just gone mid sentence. I was like, "Fuck."
Thank you, Joe Compton, for the $9.99. Yeah, that was fucking crazy, dude. Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Schleppy.
Still love looking at the referee in this video.
Wow, I totally missed that.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
I can't wait to watch some Blackass. Oh wait, never mind, I misread that it's Backlash. Either way, it's going to be full of shit.
Oh my God, either way, it's going to be full of shit. Schleppy, what's up, Schleppy?
Shit
backlash.
I think it's the perfect time to get some heat on Big Cass by having him beat Brian at Backlash. They have been booking this guy like a monster heel right now.
Oh boy.
Have Brian win in a rematch at MITB.
I can see it. I could see it, but I don't know, man. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna make Cass lose? I mean,
I think Brian's gonna win, but then Cass beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, that would make sense. And maybe
I almost wish they had Big Cass not kick the mini Daniel Bryan the other day, like he went for it.
ShiBUM. I died though.
They could charge to allow access to the movies they've produced.
That's another good idea. Abel Salas Jr. What's up, Abel? Abel Salas Jr. for the $5 ShiBUM. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, add in the 12 rounds movies, all that kind of stuff. Everything produced.
Why not do want to do a low budget thing? Have a fucking like a shoot behind like the creative writing process. You can't tell me how people wouldn't want to see that shit.
Yeah, really.
See how they write an episode of Raw.
Even better,
the dartboard and the walruses. Whoa.
Even better, Rob Schamberg jacking off on Sasha Banks paintings. That could be a good show.
Yeah, there you go.
ShiBUM.
Watched Out of Nowhere #1 earlier, and I'm so glad you grew facial hair and lost that 130 pounds bag of shit from New York. Congrats on 100, Joe, Jake, and Connor.
Thank you, Gorilla Strong. You're like the only one that's happy that I grew facial hair, and I don't really grow it, but I try. But thank you, Gorilla Strong. Yeah, you're like the only one. Like,
That's so fucking great. I know.
Shave your nuts and glue it on.
I'm watching the show yesterday, and my mom goes, "What the fuck's Joe doing with that on his face?" Like it was.
Yeah, what happened to Joe? Well, just tell her Leah likes it.
Hey guys, I was wondering, will Dean Ambrose return on Sunday, and do you think
I told her
it
you're
will
still
be
waiting for it to grow.
Rollins versus Ambrose at SummerSlam for the IC title, plus would be okay with NXT TakeOver being broadcasting on traditional PPV?
I think NXT, I think pay-per-view is pretty dead with WWE right now.
Yeah, what do
Pay
they get?
for what? We don't pay for shit.
They got like, I don't know how many they get. What do they get, like 80,000 views, buys, a couple 100,000 buys?
I have no idea on that one.
You're lucky if they get paid for a fucking beer.
ShiBUM.
Do you think AJ and the Nutcracker feud should last until SummerSlam in their last?
Thank you, AJ's
match
balls.
be a 3 stages of Hell match. Happy 100.
Oh shit.
Broken Lion, I don't know about that, but Broken Lion, thanks for the $5. But what I can say is, they are due for a fucking 3 stages of Hell match. That hasn't happened in forever.
Bring that shit back. I love that.
Yeah, that would be sick.
When was the last one? Jake, you looking at when the last one was?
Is that what like Triple H and
Yes.
Stone Cold had?
Yes.
No, Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
No, Triple H and Stone Cold had a great one.
Where it's like a 3 main matches. Yeah.
Oh god. The last one was between Cena and Ryback.
Ugh.
My name is Kane,
Oh my
and
God,
I'm
that's
donating
Wow.
Honestly, the AJ and Shinsuke match should go on last. But the real reason I'm donating, Jake. You need to pay me more. I sucked and fucked 15 cocks this week, and you keep paying me like shit. What kind of pimp are you? Maybe I should go back to Joe.
You should
I
go
told
back
you
to me.
pimping ain't easy. You get your money when you finish. And I'll tell you
Back of your hand.
Oh my god, 3 stages of Hell was the fucking Ryback and Cena fucking.
That was terrible.
There was a total of
What was the stipulations?
lumberjack match, tables match, and then ambulance match.
Oh god, that's so terrible, dude.
You're not gonna have enough room for all the fans.
Thank you, Joe's.
Joe Mail's sex slave. Yeah, get your ass back to my basement.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I want to see like a fucking a hardcore match, or no, you can't start with the hardcore, but like I would want to see like a ladder match, and then maybe a hardcore match, and then like something else after that that's whacked out, or like tables is second.
There's been 4 altogether. Triple H and Austin was the first. It was a standard match, street fight, then a cage. Triple H and Michaels was the second one. It was a street fight. Yeah, I think that's the best one. Street fight, then a steel cage, then a ladder match to end it.
Oh yes, that was good.
Sorry, I speak no
right
English.
goal.
#Shinsuke Naka Nutcracker.
Shinsuke Naka Nutcracker. Thank you for donating $5. Sorry, I speak no English.
Dolphin on High said $2 super chat. Points to JB because he never wins at this. Why you got to bring up Bailey? Come on, we're having a good show.
Wait, did he donate points to JB on this show?
Yeah. Why you gotta bring up Bailey? Don't do that. We're having a good time.
Thank you, Dolphin on High.
It's okay. Bailey's hockey team lost tonight. Gotta be that.
I'm leaving a message.
The one time Bailey gets points and it's on a show he's not on, and it's not from the Monetize This.
I can't believe that he got so... I'm surprised that Bailey's gotten shit on Monetize This. I can't believe it.
He got shit on?
I can believe it.
Well, he just never...
that's 'cause he takes a lot of shit. So
Wait a minute.
It's kind of karma.
Your balls just went in your mouth just now. You were like, oh! Like, you just... Did anybody hear that? Please tell me.
Like Jericho's nipples.
Yeah, you just fucking... listen to this. I just never...
That's 'cause he takes a lot of shit. No way.
Oh, like you sounded like the fucking Patriots
It's
fan.
like if a dog got like stepped on or something.
Yeah, like someone stepped on a dog. Fucking. That was. Thank you, Dolphin on High, for the super chat. That was very feminine of you. Yeah. Jesus. That's so funny, man.
Oh my god, that's not cool.
Damn it, he's got to hit the soprano notes. The other ones, I was reading out these other matches. The other one was Orton and Triple H, standard, falls count anywhere, and then a stretcher match.
Oh god, fuck them both.
And then the last one was Cena Ryback, lumberjack, tables, ambulance. Yeah, the Shawn Michaels Triple H one was the best one.
I agree with the stretcher and the ambulance, so they all need to fucking get taken out that way.
What year was that Cena and Ryback?
Do you know when you
Was
have
that?
the only way?
Oh my god, there was that. Like,
That was 2013, right?
Oh, bring that shit back. 5 years.
Wait, was it 13 or? Yeah, it was because they did that horrible
13.
battleground shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
gross. Oh, that's fucking awful. Ugh.
Yuck.
I paid full price for one of those fucking pay-per-views. That's why I have bad memories.
That's why you have the regret in your voice?
Yeah, that's why there's just like this.
Got to see the lumberjack match.
I mean,
there.
I paid full price for the fucking pay-per-view Owen Hart died at, too. I didn't feel bad about that. Yeah.
Did any of you guys buy? Oh shit! Did any of you guys buy the Halloween Havoc '98 pay-per-view?
Because that pay-per-view was good, though. That's why. Shit.
Over the Edge or Limit, whatever it was.
That was over the edge.
They never
Was
went
over
over
the
the
edge.
edge again.
Worst foreshadowing ever.
That way, it's just unbelievable that pay-per-view was called Over the Edge. I mean, like it's.
No, and they never did it again. It was like it's like Vince planned it.
That's
Over
why.
the limit.
That's where like all the Illuminati things come in. You know, like dun 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 dun. WWE would call
I'm
the
telling you,
pay-per-view
Joe.
Over the
I'm
Edge.
telling you, bro, baby.
Listen, bro. More egregious
Bro.
than that, I did not know, because I didn't watch TNA hardly ever. It's
Yeah.
only, the past 2 years that I've gone back into, some of their archive and seen it, good portions of it. Like, I knew the main storylines, but I had no idea that Roddy Piper cut a vicious shoot promo on Russo, basically blaming him for the death of Owen. Like, I saw that just recently. I was like, oh, God. All the stuff he cut there, and he smacks him in the head with the microphone. Like, it was just classic Piper. But
We'll put him up in the rafters, bro. Give him a fucking seatbelt from a 1990 Honda Accord. Let him figure it out
God.
when he gets up there. Tell him that the buckle goes here and it goes... Shit bomb!
Aleister Black versus Eric Young was a great main event from NXT last week. The only 3 stages of Hell match I want to see is with Gargano versus Ciampa for the NXT Championship.
Oh my
Hell
God.
fucking.
Dude, take my money now. That would be...
Yep.
Can you imagine that? Killian Dane for World Champ. Thanks for the $5. Can you imagine that?
For that?
Dude, start it with a cage match, then lift up the cage, then have a tables match, and then turn it into a hardcore match or a first blood match. That would be, dude. I would honestly, if you told me that was $50, I'd buy it. Like
Same.
that's
right here with you.
I would never pay for anything on the main roster that's $50, but I would pay that money for that one match. It's mind-boggling to believe that. Blake, I'm gonna let you go so I can make some room, man. But love you, bro. Good to hear from you.
All right, guys, take it easy. Happy Hot 100.
All right, thank you, Blake.
Hey, man.
And now we can welcome in the man. He's been just unloading here. Joe Compton. What's up, Joe?
Hey, I just got to thinking something, Joe.
What's that?
I was talking to Ken about this on his show, and I don't know if he asked you. on a monetize this,
I'm gonna kill somebody.
I think you would legit lose your shit if people voted for Jim Cornette. You had to ship that title to him.
Oh my god.
The title would be no longer defended. It'd be over.
Yeah, Jim Cornette would
I
probably
wouldn't
like,
want the stupid fucking title. I'd send it right back.
yeah, he'd be like,
And Joe would have to deliver it personally. That's the only thing.
what the fuck is this thing? He'd fucking throw it in the trash.
Yeah, could you imagine what his fucking response would be? The golden. Oh my god.
It's not a cheeseburger, motherfucker.
Sorry for the off topic, but whatever happened to Larry Funk, says Movado. Well, Larry Funk called Monetize this 2 weeks ago. Or
He's a
called.
goddamn superhero, that guy.
Yeah, Larry Funk has called us twice in the last 3 months. So he's been around
I
Movado.
love Larry Funk.
He called one episode of like Raw review or something too.
Yeah, I think it was Raw. I don't believe it was Smackdown, but he called in and told us that he was doing well after the transplant, and
It's
I
a
believe
trip,
still
too.
drinking though.
It's a trip because like you can tell he's got like some like if anything like the decibels in his voice isn't as high as it used to be.
It's
but like
way
I could
dropped.
still pick out that it was him. I could hear him from across the room. I was like, oh shit, is that Larry?
Yeah, he's not fired up like he used to be fired up like,
Hey,
hey, Joe,
Joe.
fuck them motherfucker. Goddamn. Remember he go off on rants?
Yeah. He would go
Now,
the fuck
that's
off.
the thing is when he calls now, it sounds like he's out of breath. Like he's kind of like, well, they did this and they did that. Like it's like he's just had the surgery. So he doesn't sound the best. He doesn't sound like old Larry Funk did. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
really...
he doesn't have as much pep in his step. I remember when Jesse was on, because you would do, the Terry Funk, and then he would start to call in, and I was like, that's what it is. It's Terry. It's Larry and Terry,
Yeah.
And that's how he got the freaking Larry Funk name. The way you and him used to go back and forth, though, oh, that cracked me up.
Yeah,
I missed that. That was great. Larry and Terry.
Dude.
What's up, Larry, if you're listening? He might be listening, but...
He fucking probably is, right?
He might be, yeah. He does. But,
I never really listened to the show.
But, Joe, yeah, that's what I think, man. I don't know.
And one more thing, Joe.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. Damn it. I'm having a brain fart right now.
I have those every day. So, that guy who got in that car accident has them now, too. So, I'm sorry,
God,
MK.
I'll embarrass myself really quick. The medication they have me on for my stomach, the Suclofate, whatever the hell it is, it's supposed to help the lining, but you're supposed to take it before you eat. Oh, it's super sexy.
You didn't
Well, I
do
took
that?
it this morning. I
Shit.
didn't eat. If you do that, it gives you horrendous gas.
Oh, dude.
So I left the house and I wasn't thinking. And at the doctor's office, they have an elevator there that was built in like the 17th century. It's the slowest goddamn thing in the world. It takes about 3 minutes to get to the top floor and back. So I'm leaving the appointment now, and next thing you know, it just hits me. And this is not something you can hold. Christ himself could not, hold this back. So all of a sudden, I fart in the elevator by myself. And it is making me want to pass out. It is so horrendous. And I get all the way down to
You
the
almost
bottom
pressed
floor.
the fucking button.
And there's nobody that usually ever there at the bottom because I get off one level below, like the first. I'm like, all right. Yeah. And there happens to be this pretty girl there. And I'm like, oh. And she goes to get on. I'm like, just so you know, you might want to hold your nose. It smells awful in here. She's like, what? And then as the doors close, I just hear her go, oh.
Oh, my God.
That explains why you're
Jake, you should have been a gentleman. You should have immediately. Let me explain what you should have done. You should have been like, you should have said stop, like looked right at her and said stop, back up, and then she would have been like, oh my God, I'm being robbed. No, stop, back
Take the
up,
stairs.
back up.
I would have.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to let you know I just shit myself, and this elevator smells like death.
It's
do yourself a favor.
You've seen Shallow House? I just did that.
I wouldn't have done that shit.
Crew to come in
I would have. I would have held the elevator door open, and as she gets on, hit every button for every floor.
Dude, George would have done the elf thing. That's fucked up.
Yeah, she oh God, she would have had a seizure for sure. Well,
Maybe that explains why Jake's
I love
walls and
her
furniture are
reaction.
brown.
This is pure payback for the lady that yelled at me for holding the door for her the other day. Yeah, I held the door for her at the freaking grocery store, and
what do you think? I'm a pussy? I don't need it.
She didn't yell. She snapped at me, saying that it was insulting for me to hold the door. It insinuates that she couldn't do it for herself.
You should have been like, well, next time I'll shove it up your ass.
It was an insult
towards cramping her fucking style. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. It was the insult towards womankind, apparently, and that's what baffled me. Since when is being, the common courtesy or chivalry?
You know what I do? You know what I do if somebody says that? I go,
Fuck me.
suck it. Like I fucking go DX.
So
I
you just
swear to
turn
God,
around and be like,
dude, I'm
It's
not.
all right, I'll open the door for her on the airplane when it's in flight.
I'm not kidding. It was 6 years ago. I was at Stop and Shop, right? And I was leaving Stop and Shop, and I got outside, and I drove like right up the street, and I let this lady go in front of me. I let this lady go, and then I pulled up to Dunkin' Donuts, and she pulled up to Dunkin' Donuts. So now I let her go in traffic, and then I held the door for her at Dunkin' Donuts, and then she goes, go ahead, and I'm like holding the door open. And she's like, why do you just need to have to try to hold the door? I can get the door myself or whatever. And I was like, I was already in a bad mood. Like I was really pissed off because I just went shopping and I hate fucking grocery shopping. And I was like, well, I would hold the door for anybody, who's right behind me. And she's like, I get it. Like, and she did say that. I legitimately, like, when she got in line in front of me. Of course, she gets in line in front of me. Mad when I hold the door. Happy to step in front of me in line.
of course.
So while I was behind her, the Dunkin'...
Paradox.
You could see the Dunkin' Donuts, the girl, this tiny little black girl behind the thing with long curls, looked kind of cute, and you could see she's just kind of like eyeballing the lady. Because she was even aggravated, because she could see like this lady was just being a bitch. And so she's like...
No, she probably read much of it.
She's like, let me get a blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll have a whatever the fuck she ordered. And the black girl's looking at her like, okay, like, whatever. And she could see she had an attitude. And when I was behind this lady, I couldn't help it. This is like almost immediate. I was like, I went, suck it. Like, and I even fucking kind of said it out loud. And I did the whole fucking DX chop behind her back.
No, you bullshit.
No, I swear to God. And the fucking...
just line up. And...
I can really believe that he did that.
So
I can too.
No, I've done this stuff in public where it's like I just come unhinged. Like I don't care. What are you gonna do? Who cares?
Well, yeah.
So I said, so I don't know if the girl saw her, but she started giggling. Like, so I think she saw her. But then when the lady left, I was like talking to the girl. And she's like, well, that lady was mean, huh? Like she's like, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like you guys. I just tried to hold the door for her. I don't know, I hold the door for everybody. And she's like, some people are just want to be mean, or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I love you. No, I'm just kidding.
Some people are just wired that way, I guess.
But no, yeah, it was just weird. But it's one of those outbursts. Like I feel like Bailey does this too. Like Bailey's told the story the other day on Corrupted podcast. I don't know if Jesse heard this, but on Corrupted, Bailey told the story. He's like, he goes to the place to get a coffee or whatever, and they're like, oh, you're not gonna get it with whipped cream or whatever. And Bailey's like, no, I'll just take the regular one. And they're like, you gotta try the whipped cream. And then Bailey's like, what? Like, why? He's like, it's the most delicious thing you'll ever taste or whatever. And then Bailey,
It's like the Dennis Leary bit.
And Bailey says out loud, he's like, best thing I ever tasted. You must put pussy in it. And they just started staring at him like, what the hell? Like, but the guy wouldn't shut up. Like
I could totally hear it with his accent and everything. You must put pussy in it,
dude. Oh my God!
Really,
dude.
he was trying to suck the barista's dick.
Dude, I'm telling you,
he was like, whipped cream on your nuts.
That story is so funny. That story killed me, dude.
I love that
I remember
guy.
what that last thing is I had in mind, Joe.
What's that?
It's been in demand for a couple weeks now. You calling the sex line on Monetize This as Stone Cold.
Oh. Damn it, Steve Austin! I might be able to do it this week.
You got the strap. You got the strap on.
Yeah, my voice had really been jacked up the last couple weeks, so like I didn't do it. But I'm
looking to get jacked. That's good because I'm looking to get jacked off. So.
I want to be jacked off. I'm here with my buddy Jake Roberts.
Well, who could you do really like without like fucking yourself up?
I could do. Well, I don't know if you've heard the Jake Roberts stuff, but we could do Jake Roberts.
Yeah, that's Bret Hart is always a go-to.
I'm all alone. It's only me and my snake, honey.
I like Jake because it's sad.
It is sad. Yeah,
it's gonna go. You just don't know where that can go because it's just gonna be silent on the other end of the phone. They're just like, what? The fuck?
Just make sure Jake promotes his stuff.
I took all these pills. You know, Dallas. I called Dallas and he told me to call the suicide hotline, but instead I called you.
That's perfect.
Jack me
You've
off.
done Jake. You've done Undertaker. You've done Bret Hart. On
Yeah.
the sex line.
I've done Stone Cold.
Okay.
He's done a lot of voices.
I figured it'd be funny to do the what chant on her.
What? You're gonna get me off? What? You
Thing
want
is,
me to suck
they
you?
have to be like quick as well, because sometimes they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They get pissed. And I love what Jesse said forever ago. Like, why would they not want to take the money? Like, you know, some of them get so serious and into it. Like, they get offended when you're, prank calling or screwing around. You're getting paid regardless. Why would you want to,
Well, I kind of get their thing too. I mean, because they're trying to, I don't know.
Dude, Bailey's killing himself right now because the Knights got the shit kicked out of him. The Bruins lost tonight. We're all mad tonight.
They just want to make fun of somebody with his nuts tied up. Jake, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're my sister. You're my sister.
Oh God, they hate that lady. Was so mad that I was like, I wanted her to be my sister. Here's
oh my God.
She was so pissed that night.
Here's Bailey.
Undertaker one I love too.
Oh, I love that one. Here's the clip of Bailey.
All right, man, you sure? It's like a party in your mouth. Burger, and he goes, "You want some bacon in it too?" And I said, "Nah, let's leave the bacon on the burger." And he starts laughing. He's like, "All right, man, you sure? It's like a party in your mouth."
Oh my God, dude! Never mind. I don't want anything.
So he says this, and this is why I've been working with you guys too fucking long, because I don't know how to turn it off anymore. I don't know how to control myself. He says, "Are you sure, man? It's like a party in your mouth." And without missing a fucking beat, I look right up at him and I said, "Really? You guys must put pussy in it."
I can tell you,
dude. Everybody behind the
Oh my God, dude. You must put.
Wait,
pussy
I wanted to
in
know
it.
what everybody behind the what?
Counter, stop. They look at me. I'm smiling from ear to ear. None of them are smiling.
I would have said cum though. That's the thing. I would have been like, "Oh, really? What do you put cum in it?"
The cashier was all like super hippie, and she's like, "Yeah." And then I say that, and he just stops.
Yeah, they get all
and
weird.
He looks at me, and then he does the head tilt, like, "Huh?" I just go,
"Oh my
You don't know what
God."
pussy is.
And then I stand there, and I realize nobody likes what I just said, so I go, "Where do I pick up the shake over here?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Well, well, there's your advertisement. Corrupted podcast every Saturday night. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Listen to 2-hour episodes every Saturday, and download the MP3 for $2 or $1, even $1 a month.
He did a head tilt. Watch, one of these days they're going to be looking back like, well, we used to go, and there used to be a thing called cunnilingus, and we used to go to these caves.
We used to go to these caves to suck pussy. Not anymore. Now you can only.
In the before time, there was cunnilingus.
In the before time. Oh my God.
It's like
I can tell you,
the world
he's
is the
from
worst.
Southern Indiana.
The
accent.
I love that accent. Yeah, he goes, you must put pussy in it.
Must put pussy in it. I'm leaving a message, fucker.
I'm leaving a message.
I'm leaving a message.
Especially
Fuck off.
with words like sweet tea, it comes out in certain words.
I want to know how he says strap on.
Molasses.
Molasses.
You ever had? you ever had yourself some molasses?
Here, ask him what he calls that small.
I've had less lasses.
I call it a crick.
I'm stealing that, man. If somebody ever is like, you got to try the hummus, like, it's amazing. Oh, really? You must put pussy in it. Like, I can't wait to fucking. I'm gonna use that someday.
If you tried the new Dunkin' Donuts flavor coffee, they must put pussy in it.
Joe, you're not gonna be able to stop yourself from putting like cum in it, though. You're gonna change it up.
Yeah, I'll go too far. I'll be like, you just put fucking cum in it.
And you'd be like, a church banquet.
Another reason why Joe is not allowed at SeaWorld.
You must put Boy Scouts in it. What the fuck is this guy? What is going on?
Sir, we're all set with your donations from the food bank. Thank you.
That happened at a fucking elementary school not long ago. They were never mind.
God,
not touching that one.
I don't know. They forced cookies. Cornbread, damn it.
Cornbread.
You guys will have to ask Bailey what he calls that small body of water. I call it a crick.
That's a loaded question.
I
It's
swear to
either a
God.
creek or a crick. I call it a crick. I have.
This guy was...
What did you guys think about Davari going ahead and getting all these death threats after?
Why?
Fuck.
From who? Like who? The Iran people? Iran people?
Yeah, Iranian.
Why didn't
nationals.
he represent them? Like, wouldn't they be happy?
He had to put out a statement and everything saying that he's only portraying a character.
Yeah, but what are they mad about?
Do they do like firecrackers or what?
What are they mad about though? He represented them.
Portraying them in probably portraying them in a negative light.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He came there and he came there and told the truth. They should say.
And you'd like to think so, but in the latest bit of real world fallout from the Greatest Royal Rumble, Davari has issued a statement explaining a segment where he and his brother Sean appeared waving an Iranian flag and disparaging a group of Saudi wrestling prospects, which we saw.
They should be
and
cheering
he
them.
posted the statement saying, during an appearance this past Friday, I portrayed a fictional character and played the role of the antagonist. No different than what other actors would do on a movie or TV show. That character does not reflect my personal views, and I apologize to anyone that may have been offended by the skit. He goes on to say, I have an incredible amount of respect for the great people of Iran, and I am very proud of my Iranian heritage. Thank you.
Why would his own
He
people
said, unfortunately,
shit on
some
him?
people took offense to this despite it being entertainment, and threats were made against my life.
Overly sensitive.
Shitty fucking time we live in.
But like Joe
Can't even
said,
fucking-
he said, is that what, all he said was, is this what you call athletes in Saudi Arabia? Like, he didn't say anything disparaging about Iran or Iranian people.
Why is Iran upset? Like, they should be happy. Shit on fucking Saudi Arabia. If
Yeah,
anybody
but
should be
there's
mad,
a lot of Iranian people that were making threats against his life, and that's why I was just so confused by it.
God, everybody has small dicks. That's what's wrong with the world.
Are people in Iran retarded? I mean, are they going to kill me now? Because I'm calling them retards. How about that? You're fucking retarded. Mahalala.
A lot of people said, I believe you shouldn't have to apologize. No actor in a movie would have to apologize for a role. Why do wrestlers? And that's the truth. I find it bizarre that wrestlers have to go out, but unfortunately, he's trying to...
Fuck you guys. Leave him alone. Go make a nuclear weapon, you cunts.
I guess the people of Iran were upset that Davari was paid to be beaten by Saudis.
Oh, okay.
With the Iranian flag.
Well, Iranian mothers are paid to be fucking sodomized by homos, so what the fuck do they care?
Yeah.
Hey,
Jim
Matt
Carrey
J-
apologized for Kick-Ass.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Jim
Jake
Carrey's an
Nazar
idiot now.
Posted on Twitter, he said, if you're wondering how Davari is carrying the Iranian flag and getting beaten up by Saudis went over in the Iranian press, A, my dad, who watches no wrestling, found out about it and told me on the phone, and B, an Iranian MMA fighter challenged them and Salman to a shoot. So I guess a lot of people are really, really angry that he would get paid to be beaten by Saudis.
You should be more upset that your country looks like shit. How about that? Leave him alone, you fucking dumb bully fucks. You know what? He should have said, see, people like Davari, though, I lose respect for Davari. I think he's actually a pussy now. I'm going to tweet him later that he's a pussy, too. Because you don't go on there and apologize and give these people, like, whatever the fuck they want or any kind of satisfaction or whatever the fuck. You know what you do? You post online. Hey, listen, motherfuckers, if you don't like what I did, I'll never come back to the country again. Eat my dick. That's what I would have wrote. Go fuck off. That's what Davari should have wrote. Well, fuck yourselves. If you were offended, eat my dick.
Now, here's my question to that. Me and Brian Himmelfarb portray gods. Should we apologize to the religious community?
Some people probably are mad about that stuff,
Yep.
And if they are, then they fuck you. Fuck them, like what are they going to do? Oh, sorry.
False idols.
Yeah,
If you're
probably
offended,
are
eat
mad.
my dick.
That'd be the thing, wouldn't it?
One time I went on this thing on Facebook. I was really mad at everything. I was having a bad time in my, this is only a couple of years ago. I wanted to anger people because I hated the people on Facebook. I just kept seeing people's posts. They were pissing me off. So I started writing, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God. It's okay because I'm God. Hey, they said it's 98 degrees out tomorrow, but I'm God, so I'm loving it. And I was just writing all these sort of heel things about how I'm God, and I was just trying to see if I could get the most amount of family members to delete me on Facebook. And I actually got fucking like yelled at by so many people, like privately, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this is crazy. And I'm like, dude, I'm just joking around, just trying to get people mad. You know, it's funny. And they're like, it's not funny. And I was like, okay, well then delete me. That's what I'm trying to get you to delete me and unfriend me. So go ahead and unfriend me. And most of them were like, no. And some people did, but it was like, like it got people so mad, and I was really just joking around, like trying to play a character in my own weird mind, fucking around with people. And it kind of worked very well. It was very funny to me, though, because it was just, who cares, like, what people think or say? How does that really affect you? It doesn't. Your God's not going to kill you because I said something. He's going to kill me. So, I mean, if anything. But Matt Hendricks just dropped a $10 super chat. TNA is doing Rosemary versus Su Yung. I saw it. Didn't look very good. Normally don't watch TNA, but I am because of the feud outside. WWE Rosemary, Su Yung, two of my favorite female wrestlers next to Toni Storm and Shirey. I don't know who that is. But what I will say is, yeah, Su Yung and Rosemary is going to be great. But I just found their whole thing on TNA so cheesy because that audience is dead. They just suck.
Yeah.
It's awkward. They're doing all these like facial things and looks, and the crowd's just like there's nobody. It's like it just makes it look horrible. If people were like cheering and stuff, it would have looked great. But without that crowd atmosphere, it just seems like two people being fucking idiots. Like, it's a really, and I love Rosemary, but it just, man, it comes off so cheesy when nobody's cheering for it. You know, you put that.
And a part of that is that they pay the people to be in the audience, you know, so no one actually knows who's in front of them, nor do they give a damn, really.
I don't think they're paying people now, are they? They paid the India people, but I don't think they're paying the American audience.
They had paid a few.
Really?
Yeah.
A section I had
still
heard,
yeah. There's a few sections that need to be filled, so they paid
Shit,
people
I'm going
to
down
fill
there.
the Impact Arena.
I'm going to go down there then, because if they pay me, not only could they could pay me, and I could even yell stuff that's weird. Like, I won't yell stuff that's like, you know, like, Roman Reigns is awesome. You know, I won't yell that because, like, they'll be like, oh, you know, they'll edit that out. But I'll yell weird stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we'll come up with a word that's like our word.
EC3.
Like
pterodactyl cock.
Like, I'll yell like, I want to gobble Rosemary, and see if that makes it. That'll be the first test. I'll be like, I want to gobble Rosemary. And if
you know how pin drop quiet it is in there too.
Right?
Imagine if you just scream something real obscene in the middle.
Can you imagine that?
Comment it.
So like, meat backwards is, what is it? Team? Is it
team?
Yeah. So I'll yell team. I like, Rosemary, I want you to taste my team. And like, we'll all know that I mean meat, right? And like, it'll be hilarious on fucking Thursday nights.
It's tame.
Oh, it's tame. Yeah, trust my
tame.
team.
Well, it's a gangbang. We get it.
Yeah, we know. We all know. We know.
Or I'll do even weirder things. Like, it's really quiet, it's awkward, and I'll be like, yeah, Rosemary. Like, and like, you'll hear like, that's Joe, guys.
That's the winner.
That's Joe, and I can do it because I can do this show from down there, and you guys could even
God.
You know, you guys are paying for me to go troll TNA, and I'll be in the audience, and I'll be like really prominent too. I'll be in the front of the row, and I'll be like, and
that's the one.
You gotta have a big smile, like a creepy smile, and then you gotta make that orgasm noise, like that whole. And then you just fucking screech like a raped pterodactyl.
For some reason, I can picture Joe in the front row and have like an epic delayed reaction. So like a big spot happens in front of him, and he just looks up at the crowd and goes, blah, 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 like 20 seconds after it happens.
Like Eli,
a good 5-20 seconds after it's delayed. You know, just wait, and then react.
Eli Drake is outside the ring. He punches a guy, then stops, and then. He looks around, and I'm sitting there in the crowd, like quiet, and everyone's kind of going like, yeah, like, and I just go, I go,
become a fucking meme.
Yeah, I'll turn into this TNA meme.
Tessa Blanchard went to TNA ID, which is stupid. You rather work for TNA than WWE.
Tessa Blanchard went to TNA, which is stupid. You rather work for TNA than WWE. Well, no, I don't know if they hired her. I mean, they didn't hire her, right?
They did.
WWE
I believe they did.
WWE
No, TNA did.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
she
TNA
went to.
hired her, but I don't think she had any pull from WWE, did she?
No, WWE didn't hire her, so she went to the place that hired her.
But they were interested in bringing her back for the Mae Young Classic this year.
Okay, but
Yeah, here's $2,000.
You're not going to wait that long. Yeah,
I mean, do you want $2,000 right for the thing, or do you want to make
be employed for a year if they sign your paychecks?
I'm assuming,
there's that gamble of it too.
I'm assuming she makes about $400 every time she wrestles at TNA, or maybe more than that. So, yeah, you wouldn't take the one-time gig.
Yeah, you'd want a solid, gig.
She can take indie
Broken
bookings.
Lion dropped a $2 super chat before we lose it. It says, Joe, they think it's real. That's why they're offended. So, people in Iran and Saudi, they think it's real.
So they're mad that he actually lost a fight. They're not even they're not fake mad. They're not mad that he faked it.
They're legit upset because he got beat with the Iranian flag and by Saudi, prospects.
So
that's where the death threat's from. Sorry, I just didn't want to lose the super chat.
So the people think it's real. Okay, so they're idiots.
So people blew up, but nobody really blew up. Cool.
Glorious Eugene, the one and only, said that he heard the reason Tess Blanchard signed with Impact is because Ricochet and her broke up, and she did not want to be in NXT with him.
Dude,
I believe it.
Dude,
it's hard when you date in the company.
You're right.
She has backstage sort of heat, which is why they won't hire her right now. Says Matt the Misfit.
I'm gonna go to TNA Wrestling with a gigantic bump on my head like Kevin Sullivan, and I'm gonna be quiet the whole time, right? I'm gonna be quiet like everybody's doing everything. I'm just gonna stand there stone faced. But when Sami Callihan comes out, I'm gonna be like, oh no,
Joe,
and I'll just keep doing that the whole time with this big
have a
gouge
sign
in my head.
with your face cut out with the fucking bump on your head. Have a sign that says "Batters up."
No,
I'm gonna wear a sunflower outfit.
Jim in the chat says, "Watch out, or Sami Callihan's gonna throw a fucking chainsaw into the crowd."
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go
there with a bottle of two-stroke oil. You'll be good.
I'm gonna go there with an Ed Norholm sucks cock T-shirt. How about
They'll put you right on TV.
Have it written in wingdings, just to get it over.
Matt Hendricks, Matt the Misfit says Blanchard was never signing with the WWE because she was announced for All In. That's right. She's doing that, dude. She's All In, TNA, independent bookings. I mean, you're talking about making.
You actually can have some creativity in your life by doing that, I imagine.
All the wrestlers are now.
Well, because in WWE they don't let you do shit, so it's like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, you're stuck in WWE doing what they want. You can't wrestle anywhere else. Here's $60,000 to $100,000, or you can have all your hotels paid for and do whatever you want. Be your own boss. And make 60 or 80K on the independents, and you're free. So what would
the only difference is like a bunch of people that you like. I don't know.
It's just like me not being on radio. If I want to go to Florida and get paid $28,000 a year to be on radio, I could do that. I'll go to Florida, be on the real radio, make $30,000 a year. Or do I want to make?
It's funny.
Do I want to make more here on YouTube with you guys? Doing whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? I go to radio, you'll have people fucking emailing the radio station, fire him, he's a gay hater or something, and he doesn't like people, he sucks dick.
Either that or they'll be like, he's gay, I hate him, one or the other.
Yeah, like I think this guy fucks animals. Like they'll just make shit up about me, and then they'll have to fire me, and then everything. Why? Fuck that. No, I'll just
fire. Damn, Joe, you were fucking spot on there. I don't know if you knew that beforehand, but
what?
They said that the knockouts make $400 per shot, which is considered high-end salary in the number 2 wrestling organization.
Nope, I was guessing. I'm just guessing based on what...
Wow, and it says over the course of a calendar year, that would only garner $26,000 at most.
Right, so if you're testing...
That number comes in before one figures in road expenses, wardrobe, travel, and TNA solely covers airfare, leaving talent to cover the rest, including lodging now.
Okay, but let's say... Okay, so here's the thing. How many appearances? So I don't know. Let's assume she's there for a year. Let's assume she gets $400 and she's there for a year. Let's say not even. We'll say 40 weeks, right? Because she might not make all those shows. Let's say 40 weeks, $400 a show. That's $16,000 a year. But isn't she wrestling in New Japan as well, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's assume she's going to get about $15,000 from New Japan at least, right? So now you're talking $31,000. She may get more. Then if you talk about independent bookings, which I'm assuming is about $200, $200 to $300 for her on independent week, and she books probably at least once a week, if not once every other week. I don't know what her schedule is, but let's just add another, $200 a week for that. So you're talking about 200 times 52. That's 10,000. So she's making, she's probably making somewhere with merchandise and everything else and blah blah blah. She's probably in the range of $50,000 a year, working for herself, as opposed to starting in NXT making about the same, and having to pay for everything on her own.
And the thing is, you're not touring with Impact like you are with NXT. You're only doing the one show a week, because they do the tapings usually too. So sometimes you'll do 4 shows in a week.
Yeah,
it's not like when it was live back in like 2011 times. In 2011, you were doing, the 4 shows and then the one pay-per-view. Now you're doing typically 4 shows, and you tape them a month out. Even back in 2011, like AJ Styles was making $350,000, and he was one of the top ones paid besides like a Sting. Sting was making $500,000, but the women typically make when they were live and doing better, they were making $75,000. Now they're lucky to make about $50,000.
Matt Hendricks, Matt the Misfit, chiming in with another super chat. What's up, Matt? By the way, welcome to episode 100 of Out of Nowhere. Take it off. Takeover Brooklyn 4 women's title match will be Baszler versus Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane. Yeah, they have an interesting.
I could see Shayna taking on.
I think it kind of has to.
They have a really good chemistry because Shayna's such a brute, and Kairi Sane is so fragile and stuff that it's like inelegant, that it's like two complete opposites. It should make for an interesting thing, even though I know not a lot of people are loving or keen on Shayna Baszler, but I think she did a good job selling and stuff a little bit in her match with Ember Moon. She is what she is. She's an MMA brute sort of person. I don't mind it because it's a variety. It's not what I love. I prefer a person like Peyton Royce, who is more of a wrestler, but I can appreciate having diverse styles in the company, and I think these two could possibly have a really good match, maybe. So we'll see, though. Maybe it'll be a complete shit show. I don't know.
Yeah, Vigo makes a great point, too. When you work for WWE, like I was mentioning before, you make more money, but you don't see your family all year. It's constant travel, and the health, risks are more severe because you're constantly on the road.
I mean, over time, you'll make more money if you can. It's sort of a roll of the dice. Do you want to kind of slave away with WWE for a year or two and see if you can make it? I think there'll kind of always be a place for her, Tessa, to show up in the next couple 2-3 years, maybe. So maybe she thinks that, like, oh, I'll get back in there, but right now let me try exploring this and see where I can go over here, because WWE hasn't committed to me, but these other places are committing to me. So she's gonna make that commitment, I guess. I can see.
And I mean, you're one and only guy. Mike Bennett went ahead and said the other day, "Oh, people that think I'm not being handled properly." Well, look how many people want to be in the WWE. I'm pleased just to be here. That's paraphrasing.
I'm so. You know what though? I love Mike, and he's got a good point. I get what he's saying. I get what Road Dogg's saying. I get what they're all saying about. They don't understand, man. You got a position in this company. This is amazing.
Yeah, how many people would fight and kill to be here?
It's true, but why are you guys going on social media? Why is the Road Dogg? Why is Mike Bennett? Why are you guys going on social media and literally crapping on the people that are supporting the guy? That's what I don't understand. Why would you do that? These fans are literally supporting you. Yes, it's true that... Listen, he's got a role in the company. He's in the biggest wrestling organization. He's already been in the independents. He's been to Ring of Honor and killed it. He's been to TNA. Yes, he's not being used to the level that people thought he could be. But why are they acknowledging that? Why is Mike Bennett coming out and being like, listen, I'm just fine. And Road Dogg and everybody coming out to stick up for themselves. Like, what are you doing? These people like him. That's why they're saying this. Let them say it. If they want to say it, what do you want them to not say anything? Do you want Mike Bennett to... I mean, listen, I love Mike. I'm friends with Mike. Mike, if you're listening, I don't know. Sometimes he does. Why are you... I know you're trying to look good in front of the company or something to buy stick, but don't even do that. Don't do it. Don't you? These are people that are sticking up for you. You should maybe you shouldn't acknowledge it and say like, I agree, I should have a better position. But yeah, some of the other wrestlers do that. Why wouldn't you at least say, I appreciate what you're saying. I'm lucky to be in the WWE, but it's true. I should have another shot at the damn Rumble, or like I should have been.
Yeah, it comes down to like you can value yourself,
Value, like, but also
you don't have to be afraid to fucking have some confidence in your,
Play the character. Play the character.
Well, then again, if you're in WWE, or who are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about Mike Bennett. He's in WWE. It's like,
oh, well, then
he's
once
a jobber.
You're in WWE, you're fucked once you're up there. So that's why,
I mean, just say, you know what? Because I got screwed in this Rumble, I think I deserve a title shot. Like, and then like you know who does this? Kurt Hawkins does this. Go read Kurt Hawkins' Twitter. People say like, You're getting screwed, man. I know you're a better wrestler than this, and they're holding you down. He would be like, I completely agree. It's BS, and like I should be able to. None of these matches have been fair for me. He plays into.
Oh my god!
But Mike comes on here and starts like sucking their dick, and then Road Dogg blows his ass, and it's like that's what it's all about, Mike. They don't understand. Like, what are you guys doing? By the way, Matt the Misfit.
God, I can hear Road Dogg's voice too. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah, like he'll be like, "Amen, dude. That's what it's all about." They don't get it. Like, shut the fuck up. New Japan says doesn't have a women's division. You guys are thinking of Stardom, which is a female Japanese company. Oh, okay. I didn't think so either. I was like, I don't remember them having.
I didn't even hear anybody say that. But
I'm starting to think Billy Gunn had all the good ideas. Sorry.
I was like, I guess I missed the ball on Japanese women wrestling. Like, I guess I missed it. But no, okay. That
Japanese women love balls. It's all good.
I'm like, I just all of a sudden was like, I guess there's women.
The balls are bigger than the dicks over there.
Haven't seen a women's match on Wrestle Kingdom ever, but I guess they're there. Okay. Thank you.
I didn't even hear that comment. One last shocking bit of news, Joe, I wanted to bring up was, I don't know if you can handle this, but did you know that Vince McMahon was not a fan of the Fashion Files?
I'm not surprised.
What the hell are those?
What?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, they're not dancing, so.
I figured
What the fuck is the Fashion Files?
They took Fandango and Tyler Breeze, they put them together, and they made them the Fashion Police.
Oh, okay. I thought it was some X-Files.
Then they told a weekly story that mimicked pop culture, like the X-Files, Pulp Fiction, things like that.
Oh, fuck face. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fake fuck.
And I guess Tyler Breeze was talking about how the only reason it worked, they did one episode, Vince hated it, and Vince was like, I don't get it, but the people like it because it was the #1 trending thing on Smackdown that week. He's like, I don't get it, but the people like it, so keep doing it. And all of a sudden, 8 months later, it kept going just because of social media. And Tyler Breeze also says that he had come close from being cut from the company and fired multiple times, but recently was saved by Triple H, who saw him perform well in a match.
Yeah.
He kicked out pretty good there. I'll have to give you
like the NXT matches that he had. They were good.
Yeah. But how much of a slap in the face is that to hear that, we were going to let you go? Tyler Breeze, I feel like,
yeah,
he certainly, could have been more than just Fandango's partner, but that's all we'll ever see him as.
He was huge in NXT.
He could have been a great.
He was great.
He could have been a great. I feel like Tyler Breeze would have been a great opening match guy for the night, like the opening match of the night, like. And just I don't know why they don't see that at all.
Well, what pisses me off is when they how they work hard to get their own gimmicks over and shit, and then once in a while it comes through like a Bray Wyatt or somebody, and then they just it just stays in one place. It doesn't go anywhere.
But this wasn't even their own gimmick. They didn't get themselves over. This was written for them.
Yeah.
And they went ahead and it clicked with the crowd. But Vince hated it, but they said, give it a chance, and it wasn't even Tyler Breeze, I guess, pushing for it. So he said it just stuck, and then they did it for
they had
Nikki
Bella beat the guy.
Yeah, she pinned him clean in the ring. So,
and then that was another one of those situations where people were like, "Oh, this is bullshit, Tyler, what they're doing to you," and then Road Dogg and everybody chimed in like, Man, they just don't get it. Like, he's like, I work for the best company, like, and he started doing that thing. Like, they don't get it. They're on TV.
That thing.
They're on TV every week, dude, in front of millions
I
of
want
people.
to find the fucking shoot of him and Billy, like, talking about, like...
Triple H being like, that guy's a fucking fag.
Yeah, talking the worst shit ever. They're probably on cocaine at the time.
Everybody should just send that, like, dude, like, Road Dogg just buries fucking the company. Like, I don't know where it is,
no
but
kidding.
It's
Go back to killing SmackDown.
Best company.
That was hilarious. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man.
John China and X-Pac.
Here it is.
Cool. But they kind of snubbed their nose at me, you know, and now you see China on that show just blast out of her mind, you know, and it's just like, you know,
taking dicks left and right.
But Hunter was always a dick. Can I say that?
Oh yeah.
You
know, I will.
And what's up with that freaky mustache?
He's a fucking idiot.
I second that. I almost broke his nose one time.
You know, it's kind of, for me personally, was to get along with them because Hunter, mostly, because whipping his ass would get me fired. That would have got me fired. You beat him up, you get fired. You know, and I wasn't about to sacrifice, you know, the career that I had and taking care of my kids and my family at the time for whipping his ass. So, you know, I kind of just, you know, whatever. You know, just let it blow off. Just let it blow. But I promise you, I promise, if he were to come up to me and say something, I'd beat his fucking brains in.
Yeah,
because he's a no good motherfucker. You know, if you and I'll say this just to kind of level it out. He's got talent. He is. I don't take none of that away. He does have talent and he can work.
He's got
when
talent.
You can do that. Why, when you can bring other guys with you and bring other guys to that point to make the whole company better? Why would you not do that?
Yes,
but when you have somebody that, you know, if you had like us, for example, wanting to get up to that next level, but he was always fucking jerking that shit right out from under you. That motherfucker passed me on the way down.
I'm up there, and I was doing a lot of drugs, and he came up. He wanted to have an intervention with me, and he said, "Hey man, you just got that Armstrong curse," and you know, I'm a redneck, man. Don't talk about my family. And that's the time I almost broke his nose. I said,
I almost broke his nose.
And it wouldn't have taken much, because big fucking nose.
Now, you know, nowadays he would be like, somebody would say like, well, you know, Road Dogg, what about all the things that Triple H did to you and everything? Like, shouldn't you tell him to fuck off or whatever? Road Dogg would be like, man, it's all about love and like how we love each other or something. Okay. All right.
By the way, Joe.
Yeah.
I figure I'd get this out of my system. Jake called himself out earlier for the elevator thing.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's somebody that has a shorter title reign than Nicholas.
Nice title, man. Hey, you should take that overseas with you. If you see a bad guy, just club him in the head with it.
I can't. That was the WWE title.
Yeah, it's true.
Long gone.
Man, I'll tell you though. I don't know. Road Dogg's into his religion. Someone said, "Not." I don't know, man. Not from the DMs I've seen. I think Road Dogg
have longer title reign than I do.
I think behind the scenes, Road Dogg is a motherfucker, but like in front, he's like, "Hey, man, I love everyone."
The Halo. I think he'd use a Halo as a cock ring myself, but that's, you know.
Remember, I
praise God.
I wouldn't say what he said to me, but man, he was I'll tell you what, man. Road Dogg was fucking some of the DMs. Man, he's a funny fucking guy. He's still as funny as ever, dude. But out there on the Twitter, he's like, it's all about the love and amen and everything. Like, okay.
Think about the improv promos he used to cut. Scathing fucking promos, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, kind of like Shawn Michaels, too. Like, you know, I don't really... You know, Hurricane Helms surely doesn't buy that shit, but... What the fuck was that? It's like someone just lit up. Lit the fuck up. But I'm looking for Bailey's comments because apparently Bailey got in a fight with fucking Hurricane Helms earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this has to be good. I'm looking for it right now. Let me see if I can find it. This has got to be good, man. It's something about.
That's funny. I almost brought him up earlier because just like his fucking promos in 2003 were better than like Raw now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right. They are better.
When he was hiding in the closet in the Rock's dressing room, just chilling.
Oh my God.
How long have you been in the Rock's dressing room? Say what?
This guy.
And then he had Rosie with the superhero in training. They used to crack me up too.
Yeah, how bad is it? I can say a 10-year-old has a longer title reign than me.
Oh, God damn it! He fucking. I think he deleted the tweets or something. Oh man, he sent them to me over Facebook. It was something really funny too. Like Hurricane told him to blow somebody, and he was into lick, and he banged his mother.
Oh,
Bailey,
God.
yeah, Hurricane said something about banging Bailey's mother. Can you imagine?
How long ago was this?
What?
How long ago was this?
He just sent it to me a few minutes ago. I'm looking at it right now. He was sending it to me.
Oh, hold on. I gotta see if I can find it. Probably already deleted it.
I'm looking. I'm trying to find it's. Okay, okay, here it is. I found it. He sent me. Oh fuck. He wrote. Okay, here it is. He sent it to me. Oh, it was on Facebook. I think that's why. It's on Facebook. That's why I gotta find it on Facebook.
Okay.
So he writes. They're not something about politics. Shane Helms then writes, "It's all good, but thank you to Alex Rivera." Then Justin Bailey writes, Shane Helms, "You mean using correct grammar and not resorting to nuts jokes? Nice try. Take a lap," he says to Shane Helms. Shane Helms responds with, "I always take a nap after your mom blows me." The fuck? Dude, I met Shane Helms, and I got to tell you an incredible thing about him. I still think I find this fascinating to this day, and unfortunately we never got him on the show. But I was sitting in the locker room with him, and I said, "Hey, Shane, would you want to come on the podcast I do? We got a good amount of people, all these other things." He was all happy about everything, being cool and stuff, and hey man, and what's up? But when I said that, he turned a little sour. Like he was kind of like, "Nah, I don't do those things." And he kind of looked at me all like squirrel-eyed and shit, like I just said something about his family.
Don't approach me.
but and I was like, okay, man, all right. I was like, all right, yeah, no problem, man. Well, hey, sometimes they're not, they're annoying or whatever too. And I just looked around the room and I said, something like one of the guys like wanted to come on. I was like, well, I'll get you on next week if you want. And then I was like, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you. And I left. And out of nowhere, Shane Helms DM'd me and said, "Hey, man, I'll do your podcast I'll do your podcast. What's a good time, blah, blah, blah." And we just never hooked up, but he offered to come on, and I thought that was pretty crazy. I was like, wow. It's weird, because in the locker room, he was like, "No, I don't do those." I think he felt bad, because he was like, "Nah, I don't do those." And I was like, "Oh, okay, man, all right. That's cool." Like, I think he felt bad. Like, oh, I should have just done that guy's stupid show or whatever. But he probably thought I had fucking 5 listeners, too. Because a lot of these guys say, "Yeah, I'll do your podcast." And then I see them on these goofy podcasts, and they get like 8 views. And you got to think that the guy must wonder, like, why did I just take an hour out of my day to be on some dude's fucking thing that 8 people saw?
Yeah.
By the way, I tweeted out that thing about that guy emailing Top Rope and freaking out about it. I just wrote under it. I wrote, "Oh, by the way, I run the email account, you idiot."
I didn't know that. That makes it that much funnier.
Oh my god, it's so funny, dude. What a fucking dumbass. The owner said to me, was like, "Hey, I'm about to fucking, should we sue this guy for fucking, about to file a restraining order on whoever's fucking emailing me all this shit." Like, they don't give a shit, you dumbass. But yeah, what a fucking dum-dum. But that was, I thought that was really funny. They just laughed. Oh man, but anyway, I think we're out of steam. We got to get out of here. We went really late here with, it was the 100th episode out of nowhere, and we had a lot of fun. I had fun. Is there anything that we didn't address that we really should have addressed that we missed?
I mean, besides the rest of the Backlash card.
Oh, yeah, let's go through it right now. Seriously, let's do it.
I got it in front of me still. So
Let's
we got
go.
Seth Rollins and The Miz.
Seth.
Yeah.
I think Seth's going to retain because he'll, end up staying on Raw. They're not going to have it go to SmackDown.
I think Finn will come out afterwards and attack him because he's going to turn heel, baby.
Yeah, finally. That's what we need to see. So, I like Finn as a heel. I'm excited to see.
I've been saying turn everybody fucking heel, but I mean that.
I can't believe they're gonna
because there's not enough heels at this current point in time.
They're not gonna turn the guy who's like everyone's included into heel. You really think that?
Yeah, it's been widely reported. I certainly think so.
But here's the question about that: the whole LGBTQ thing that Finn's doing. How would they end that though if he's heel?
Hey, I think that wasn't so much like a long-term thing. I think it was just for him to.
They kind of dropped it already, haven't they?
Yeah, they haven't really acknowledged it since.
They dropped it when he was in when he was in Saudi Arabia. They dropped it, but it's kind of back now.
But he has the shirt out still. But I don't think it's much to do with his character or his motivations. So.
No, it's just for the couple queers in the crowd.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Next, we got
a rainbow demon.
Oh my God!
Never know.
Imagine if they could get a rainbow. The demon. No, imagine if they could get a rainbow to go over the ring, like a virtual rainbow. When he comes
somewhere over the rainbow.
And he goes like this, and then there's a rainbow that shoots out and lasers make a rainbow. They could do it. You can do it.
Good.
So when he goes, and he goes, oh, and then a fucking rainbow appears over him. Like, oh my God!
Like the SpongeBob gif.
And then he'll do the Triple H water spit, except for it won't be able to be jizz.
It'll be all white milk. Yeah. And then like 15 years later, he's doing a shoot interview on RF video, or whatever, and they're like, "So what was it like, coming out there and you sort of took Triple H's gimmick a little bit, with a little twist, if you know what we mean?" Yeah, that was a funny time there. The worst thing about it was I always took a swig of the milk. We used milk to signify the cum, and I'd go out to the ring and I'd have the milk would start becoming a little bit sour in my mouth, and I'd spit it out all over the ring. And it'd just be nasty. By the end of the match, I smelled like a shoe, like a fucking sweaty sock. Like
that's an Irish Seanzviews. I'm sorry.
The worst thing about it.
See my dick. I'm Seanzviews Entertainment.
It does. The worst thing about it was my dad at home. My father was horrified back in Dublin. He was freaking. He's not even from Dublin, but whatever. He was horrified. He was horrified.
Hi.
I had a fucking white stuff drizzling down my chest.
I smelled like bad milk and fucking outdated rainbows all the way through the fucking airplane.
Outdated rainbows? What the fuck?
Always after me, Lucky Charms.
Oh my God!
But they're always
that's what it was. I felt like a fucking empty bowl.
Four-leaf clover.
You ever leave a bowl of Lucky Charms out for 2 days? That's what I smelled like. The fucking rainbow tattoo.
You ever go into a gay bar blind with your mouth wide open? That's how it felt.
They said it was the rainbow room.
I never forget Finn Balor. They announced Finn Balor, and I was in Kentucky, and they were like, they wanted to fucking hang me in Kentucky. I guess they don't like the gays there.
They're proud people.
We're going pretty far with these things.
The guy who said Gargano versus Ciampa 3 stages of hell. Do it in NXT because Triple H will do it right. Yo, that's what we were saying, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
It'd have to be on Raw, and it'd have to be run by Vince. Then you know.
Well, not really. Well, actually, he's a dick, but he'll do it right.
My name is Finn Balor, and I swear to God, I'll suck off everyone in the front row.
That sounds like Sheamus.
Yeah, that was a horrible accent. I can't do that. I can't do the fucking.
That was like if Sheamus worked at Hot Topic or something,
I can't fucking do it.
I don't just suck the bar. I fuck the bar.
I am the bar. Sheamus is easy to do because he's like converted. His accent is like really Americanized, so he can really do it. Like you get up there to Fermanagh.
You can do a good Lana now since she dropped her accent.
Finn Balor.
What was that?
Finn Balor. I like those butts.
I cannot lie.
I want to taste your anus.
Back him up. I can't deny.
They should just give Bobby Roode an English accent for no reason. Just don't even explain it. Just, I am glorious. Like Bobby Roode.
Lashley. I'll take you down.
My name is Bobby Roode, and I am glorious. And you're like, is Bobby Roode having an accent right now? What's going on here?
So Lana dropped hers, and Bobby Roode picked up this one. Okay, that fine makes sense.
He's just fine.
You know what they'll do is Lana bumps into him in the hall, and then he gets her accent, and she gets his, and no one ever says anything about it. But clearly it was when they bumped into each other that they traded accents like fucking Freaky Friday.
Yeah, like Melting Point. They just trade powers.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. Next up, we got Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe.
Eek. This is the only one I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a tough
pretty
one.
torn.
I want to say Joe because if he's fighting AJ for the belt afterwards, but I think Roman's needs a victory here.
Yeah, it's gonna
Roman's lost so many times.
I think it's gonna be Roman because he's, Joe's just gonna move on to the next guy. Like, I'll beat your ass, and yeah,
I think it might end in a no contest. Personally,
maybe Brock will show up.
That I highly doubt. He's not getting off his ass for $500,000 or more.
Shows up to house shows.
I think it'll be a no contest. They'll get to the outside of the ring, and someone, like Roman will win via DQ, and then Joe will beat the shit out of him, something like that. So they could revisit it. Joe looks strong. Roman technically won,
and he beats him with a chair, and Roman's bloodied again.
Roman goes to get the pin, and then he, kicks him in the dick, something like that.
I'm angry.
Next up, we got Nia Jax.
Someone said in the chat.
Versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. The moments of Bliss have actually been pretty entertaining.
I love those, actually.
Alexa.
It's a small world after all. I don't see Alexa, winning the title. I see Nia retaining here.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll have him switch it yet.
Yeah, I think that Alexa Bliss will lose. I think Nia Jax will hold on to it. And
hell is that?
Oh, Hillary, what the hell? That's gonna be the innovation.
Sexy ass wedding.
Look at that. Yeah, look at her. She's hot.
Next up, we got Carmella and Charlotte for the Smackdown Women's
Tell
title.
everybody that I am a true, fake, phony guy. I'm a fake, phony guy, and I should be sad about it. I should be angry at myself.
See, young shit.
And I'm angry.
Angry Onision. Once again, a real quick reminder. Sunday, we're gonna do Avengers live. We're gonna be talking about Avengers and everything else. And I know last week I said it was at 11. It's gonna be at 5 on Sunday night. So join us here for that Avengers talk on Sunday. We will be talking spoilers on Sunday. I'll be seeing it Saturday night. And also, Onision's going to be on the show next week. That'll be fun to hear from him and all his controversies of Onision's life. And
I'm surprised he agreed, but then again, he's trying to claw on anything he can.
I showed him my dick, and he said yes. Okay, go ahead.
Obviously.
Who would say no? What's next, Jake?
We have Carmella versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I again think the champion's going to retain here. Carmella will retain.
Yep, I think she's great as a heel champ.
I've enjoyed it. Like I said, as long as she doesn't screech, I'm okay. I like her.
Her match is not very good.
That match that drives me nuts.
Charlotte.
What?
You're going to pick Charlotte?
I think all the women. I think this might be the interference match, to be honest, because they're sort of setting that up. It feels like the other women, Peyton Royce and stuff, they're going to get involved. Something's going to happen. She'll keep the belt, and maybe even Asuka and stuff will have to come out and help her or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did I wouldn't be surprised if they did the iconic duo and Asuka and Becky Lynch as the kickoff, and then they come out later on and screw up. Yeah, I can see that coming.
And then the next
the Iconics.
Then the next show will be the three of them versus each other at the pay-per-view or whatever. And you get Carmella some more heat, a run with the belt, and Charlotte's gonna probably win it back at some point, I would think. So maybe, or I would think Charlotte would win it back, and then we would get Charlotte versus Asuka again. I would hope, and maybe Asuka ends up winning it, and then she gets a run.
Yeah, that seems most logical there.
That's the route I would go and have. Then you could have Charlotte continue with Carmella, while Asuka's the champ, and then Asuka could then compete with whatever the fuck else. Maybe Peyton Royce
Becky
jumps
Lynch.
in there. Becky Lynch. Yeah, I don't know. Becky's man, that cringe on SmackDown in the back locker room thing with Becky, like, I don't know. And she's walking back and forth talking to herself, and then they're like, oh, they do the little T thing at the, like, oh my Christ, was it just? I wanted to cut my eyeballs out.
Took a few points off of my SmackDown score.
I was like, Leah, can you come in the room so I can cut my eyeballs off and stuff them up your ass? Because I never want to see anything ever again.
It's better than the shit I'm seeing now. I want to see your shit. It's better than this shit.
Yeah.
Next, we got Daniel Bryan, Big Cass.
Daniel Bryan, Big Cass.
They might come out and surprise us, like you said, you know, and have Big Cass win. But I think Daniel will win, and then Cass will just kick the shit out of him. I think that's what we're. This feud reminds me exactly of what we got when the Miz split up with Morrison after, you know, they were done tagging together, and then the Miz suddenly randomly called out John Cena. And,
oh yeah, I remember.
And
that
then he lost.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this feels like. You know, Big Cass, he's no longer part of a tag team, so he calls out the top guy.
Yeah, because then
Cass has kind of got the cock.
Oh no, I was just saying. Then he comes out on Tuesday, and he's like, yeah, who won the? Who looks like the winner? You know what I mean? Who looks like the winner? You know, Bryan's beat the hell up and everything.
Because the Miz lost to Cena, but it still helped elevate him into the main event. You know, seat at some point. So
plus it feeds the whole thing of him like saying like I'm going to beat you down because you're little than me, and if he makes him like if he like pins him or does like he has to, I would think he's going to do like some sort of like roll up pin or like a schoolboy something. He's not going to make him tap. It's going to be something like quick and decisive, and then like Cass is going to snap and then just boot his ass like he did the midget on SmackDown.
By the way, one more thing to add to this. One more thing to add to this, I would have him then throw Daniel Bryan into the steel post outside, into the pole. Sorry, there's not a whole lot of Polish people here. No, I'm just kidding. into the steel post, but I would have that, and I would say that, you know, the next night when Cass is on SmackDown, you know, you can have him say like, "Who's the real winner?" or whatever the fuck, and then they're like, Daniel Bryan is being evaluated, like, you know what I mean, like, and he's not here,
yeah, like you did this week,
and have Daniel Bryan not show up. And then have Daniel Bryan not show up even the week after, maybe, and Big Cass is still talking crap, and almost like try to make you forget about it for a second, and then when Big Cass is in the ring or something's going on, have Daniel Bryan's music hit and he's like storming to the ring, like the fans will blow up, and then Daniel jumps in the ring and Cass goes to boot him, he ducks under the boot off the rope, and then Basaiku knee kicks him, and Cass hits the mat, and then he's like sort of dazed and rolls out of the ring to get away. And that's the comeback again, even though Bryan won and everything. Dude, that would be really, I think, a good setup. And really try to sell that Bryan's head is hurt. Maybe even try to make it seem like Cass really hurt him in some unsafe way or something. You know, it would get a lot of heat on him.
Yeah, make him look strong in defeat. That's a solid idea.
But see, the problem with that, though, that'd be 3 weeks in a row without Bryan on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They will manage.
Yeah, but they can do clips of him being injured and at least give it a reason as opposed to just he's not here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they showed him with the chops on his chest this week and said that he couldn't wrestle due to worry of infection. Then he fought in the dark match, but you know, yeah, they can get away with it for 2 weeks. It can't be too long, but 2 more would be fine. Next up, we have Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton for the U.S. title. Jeff has not been as quick in his step as he was since he's returned. I feel like he's lost a little momentum physically since we saw him return at WrestleMania last year.
Another guy who was drinking a little bit while not working out for a while. So, yeah, you could see that.
And Randy Orton is a really slow, methodic, boring worker typically as well. So I'm thinking this match is probably going to stink up the joint.
No, but here's the thing, though. I thought Jeff Hardy did some of Jinder Mahal had maybe some of his best work with Jeff Hardy. Not notwithstanding that horrific botch that happened, but
besides that, though, everything else was good, and their matches before that was entertaining. I don't think Randy's going to play ball as well, though. He just has that attitude and look like he doesn't give a shit.
You can throw Mickey James into my pole half hot dog vagina or not.
What's up, Drew, man? What's up, Gatekeeper Drew? Thanks, man.
I don't think Orton's going to want to play ball, though. I feel like he's going to sandbag this, and he usually, rest hold after rest hold to DDT to, RKO. That's kind of, in the scoop slam, somewhere near the sidewalk slam.
I think whoever wins is a placeholder for Almas.
I think Hardy will win here, and then Almas will debut either this week or the week after.
You could have.
You just beat the shit out of him.
It'd be great is if Randy Orton did the RKO out of nowhere as Jeff Hardy jumped off the top rope to do the swanton, but tell him don't roll on it, stay straight because Randy's gonna get up real quick. He gets up out of nowhere and fucking jumps up and does the RKO on him. That'd be a pretty damn sick thing. But have Jeff
that would be cool.
But have Jeff roll out of the ring, like he hits the ground, bounces and rolls a second, falls out of the ring, and the announcers can be like, "Oh, but what bad luck for Orton. Jeff rolled out of the ring. I don't even think he knew it. He just, out of the impact, landed outside the ring." And, Randy's going to go out there and get him into the ring, and then Randy's going to go out, throw him in the ring, and he doesn't get the pin. And then, he goes to set him up. Jeff reverses, does something, and ends up getting the win. That'd be interesting to see that happen. But I'm worried they give it back to Randy. Because if Cien Almas is coming in heel, I don't know. Maybe not, but I would see him in Almas versus Jeff Hardy be pretty cool.
I'd rather see Almas
he's definitely
versus
going to be
Hardy.
a heel. Yeah, sure. I would too. I think it would elevate, both of them because I think Hardy needs someone quick to work with.
Although, if it wasn't for the U.S. title, I would be interested in seeing Almas Orton if it wasn't for the U.S. title.
Yeah, see, the WWE would argue that Almas versus Orton is huge for Almas because of the star power of Randy Orton, but many of us might argue Almas would be better with Jeff Hardy because he'll make him be able to show off more of his stuff. And
wider range and moveset.
And that will get him over more. Yeah, so it's really hard to say, which one of those is right.
Yeah. I'm still sticking with Jeff.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Oh my God. My God.
Shinsuke Nakamura, King of Slong Style.
King of Schlong Style.
It's King of Schlong Style.
I'm happy, though, that Monica made a joke about dicks. So there you go. We've all made dick jokes. I was worried about. And Monica.
No, you said it earlier, and Mandy in the chat said, I said women love dicks. You were apologizing for all the dick comments, and I said, no, women love dicks. I know what women like sometimes, and they like dick.
Like when it fills up the whole thing so they're wet, dripping, so their wet pussy can't drip out of it. It's just being fucking filtered by that dick, and they're just stuck up in there.
You make it a dam.
Did you see that Did you see that thing I sent on Facebook with the fucking macaroni dick?
No, but I can't wait to see that.
You making macaroni pictures again, Jesse?
I don't know. It was a bowl of dicks. That's all I can
with
say.
No hands.
I got a bowl of dicks.
And a kid was
Sunday
eating
before.
It was a kid eating a bowl of dicks.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my Christ! Oh my God!
You can edit that out if you want, but whatever.
Oh my God, dude!
The kid can't. I mean,
what the fuck,
my
bro?
video just froze on Joe's face, looking disgusted and offended.
I'm not gonna look at the photo now. And now it's gonna be there's gonna be people that send things like he has pedophiles on his show.
Oh God, that was a long time ago, and he's not even on here anymore.
No, he still watches. Keith still watches, yeah. And he's not a pedophile. He just exposed himself.
That was it. Yeah.
He just showed his dick to people who are underage.
And also people can fuck off because that's what they do best.
Oh God. I don't know where to go after this. We got to play PUBG. We got to get out of here. Jake, what else is left?
Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Strowman and Lashley.
Yeah, I have a hard time picturing them not winning here.
It's got to be. It's got to be me. It's got to be, man. Well, listen, guys, we had a lot of fun. This was a great show. Joe, I'm going to let you go, man. Good. Thanks for calling up. Love you, Joe. Mr. Joe Compton. Jesse, I'm going to let you go, bro.
It was good.
Salute your shorts. All right, thank you, Jesse.
All right, Jesse, we'll talk to you soon, bud.
Jesse J coming in. Talking about kids' dicks or whatever the fuck he said. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Macaroni.
We're really tired. I know I am, but a couple games of PUBG is in the books for me. It's coming.
I'm getting the hell out of here. I got to be up soon and then have 2 more doctor's appointments to go to, so.
Oh, well, fucking maybe I won't play. Pussy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You're fucking doctors.
I know. I'm fucking exhausted as is, so. You got every ounce of energy out of me for this. Not a minute more.
Well, you just made my night ruined.
That's what I'm good at. You can recruit Connor.
Is D Moon playing? D, you playing, bro? Maybe I fucking won't play. D Moon plays, I'll play. Where's Moon? Okay, well, anyway, guys, episode 100 out of nowhere. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to Connor from Kayfabe. Check it out on YouTube. He does great reviews and other in-depth stuff on wrestling. It's a great alternative as well. Connor from Kayfabe at youtube.com/okfaber. And hit me and Jake up on Twitter at Real Cronin, and Jake is at Countdown Ended on Twitter. And it's going to be a wet one.
Bam.
And me and Jesse are going to do a podcast. Hopefully soon. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Tomorrow, Thursday night Throwdown at 10 p.m. Friday night's Monetize This. Saturday night it's Corrupted. And Sunday will be the Marvel Avengers review and the state of Marvel. And we'll talk about a bunch of stuff. Be a great
and then
podcast.
Backlash.
And then Backlash will be right after it. Yeah, it'll be a big...
And D-Moon's down, by the way. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off there, but I want to let you know.
He's down on the ground.
He's down.
All right, D-Moon, I'm going to send you invites, baby. I'll play a couple games. I don't know. Why the fuck is the music playing? Why does it always reset now? Every time I start a game, it's like the music comes back. It's like there's updates every second. It resets everything. It's fucking enraging.
Yep.
Oh. Fuck it.
Thank you again, Renegade. You said thank you for having him on.
Thanks to the $100, everybody, the donations, the super chats, the support. Big time thank yous to everybody for that tonight on episode 100. And I'm fucking tired as fuck. I don't know. I can't talk. I'm trying to talk and I can't do it.
Yeah, all of us just got drained like.
At the end. Yeah, I've been going since 5 this morning, and I'm just like, at this point now I'm done.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm shot.
Yeah,
said the doctors for 2 hours, and then they tell you, well, you know what? We didn't need to see you. We could have just called you.
Oh.
See my dick?
Dude, no one's leaving this doctor's appointment until my dick gets seen.
I honestly would. I honestly would rage. Like, I'm not even kidding. I would cause a problem. I would be like, yeah, that was. I'm a shithead sometimes. That would cause me to cause a scene.
I was so frustrated. I had gotten the injection for the anti-inflammatory in my neck and shoulder and triggers, and I was just like hurting and frustrated. And I sat there forever because the nurse practitioner was behind and the doctor was in surgery, and I'm like, all right. And they're like, oh, you just got to wait a little bit longer. And then I got sent back, and then you wait. And it was like an hour and 40 minutes at that point. And then they're like, oh, we could have just called you with some of the blood work results. You actually didn't need to come in, so you can go ahead and get the hell out of here.
That's ridiculous.
And then I farted in the elevator.
This time,
and then I still had to go to the other doctor. So it was like,
probably always blame for it all the time. They just look at it like, yeah, he did it.
There's a rainbow, but at least tomorrow I'll get the results for the sleep study. So that's one good.
All right, there, man.
See what happens. So, all right, you sexy bastards, Connor. Thank you so much, chat, guys. Thank you for making this a fucking awesome episode 100. Thank you to everybody that donated, tuned in, hit the like button, and we will catch you all this weekend for a shit ton of good content.
Bam.
Yeah. Joe, I'll talk to you later, sexy.
All right, good night, Connor. Thank you, Jake.
Peace out, you sexy bitches.
Love you guys. Good stuff. I'm going live on. I'm going to go live on Twitch, everybody. I'm going to call it PUBG Can Eat My Dad. I'm not really gonna play much. I'm like fucking dead, man. But I'll play a game or two, or maybe more. I don't even know. Fuck it. I'll play anything. I'll play with my balls. What's up, Moon?
What's going on, bro?
I'm tired as shit. That's what's going on. I just suddenly became insanely tired.
Yeah, you guys had a long show.
Yeah, that was a long show, yeah. And it was up. Oh, you know, it's too bad the fucking video is on bad quality, though, guys. I'm sorry the video sucks. I'm live on Twitch, guys, so yeah, if you want to jump on Twitch, I'm there. I'm gonna shoot D-Moon in the dick. Sound like you're tired, too.
Yeah, fucking work killed me today.
I woke up.
Thankfully, I'm off tomorrow.
I didn't really take a nap today. I usually do, and I was up at like 6 this morning, so I don't think I.
Oh shit! You said you slept well though, no? Last night?
I did sleep well, but it was weird. It like there was a right after about being up for 4 hours this morning, I felt dead, and I was like, why do I feel tired right now? Really? Is the invert axis really not working again? Fuck.
Where were we going?
Dude, let's go. Let's be bold. Let's be bold and go like right there. Let's go there and parachute like right away almost.
Down, let's go.
Weird, but let's do it. I'm gonna fucking shoot over there a little bit and then we'll parachute. Maybe we'll make it.
Yeah, we'll make this. Parachuting now.
Me too. Might take us a little while to get there, but hopefully we'll make it. I don't know what this new distance is.
I don't see anyone next to us. You were pretty
I
good.
don't think anybody is like this ridiculous to do this.
That's true. We should be good.
Shit, dude, we're gonna be just short probably, but we're gonna make it. Oh, we're gonna make it.
Yep.
All day. Yeah, no one's near us, dude. Holy shit. Oh, the circle is fucked away from us, dude. We gotta find a car, like...
Oh, we still got time, though.
We need to find a car. We got all these fucking buildings to ourselves, though.
I'm gonna hit up this green one right here.
Oh my god, dude. We're gonna have all this shit to ourselves.
Fuck yeah.
We literally couldn't be any further from the
That's
circle.
been a while. About 4 times.
You know what, too? No one's gonna come over here because we're so far away. Like, no one's ever gonna even think about coming here now. I just got it 2 times. What the fuck? Leah? The fuck? What, they make running faster? I feel like they updated running or something. I'm like flying when I run.
Why?
Run around. It feels like you're flying when you run. I think I'm going crazy fast. Weird.
Nothing good so far.
Yeah, this building's been empty as shit. I mean, I got a level 2 backpack. Oh, here's an Yeah, we gotta look really quickly and then get the fuck out of here. And also, I was hoping we'd find a hell of a lot of health because then we can just live through the fucking...
We got a first aid kit.
Oh, that's good. As long as you got that going on. Oh, fuck. I gotta reload this thing now.
I got this building right here.
Feels like I'm so much fun.
Fuck, I need a backpack.
Oh shit, CE Moore. What's up, CE Moore? Fucking CE Moore dropping 500 bits on Twitch.
Damn.
That's a big one for Twitch. Thank you, CE Moore. Oh, also good to get CE Moore just took the lead, baby. He just overcame Johnny Ray Sinister, who was dropping bombs earlier today. Thank you, man. CE Moore. I thought I Know Her was pretty good. We went a little off wrestling for a little bit, but it was pretty good, I thought. Wasn't the best wrestling show, but I think we could have talked a little more about some news and shit, but it's a good show. Good enough.
Well, is there even a lot to talk about?
Not really, I guess. I mean, like, that's the thing. There was some other things we could have done. We could have taken more calls too. That would have been nice, but we'll try to get more in next week. You know what happens is sometimes they all come in for a while, then they stop, and then when I go to them, they're not there. But then when I'm gonna take them, there's like 7 coming in, like 15 at once, just blowing up.
Yep.
All right, we need a car. I have no health, no anything. We need a car. Like, there has to be a car somewhere. Like, we're actually fucked if we don't get a car. I feel like I'm running faster.
Yeah.
I want to keep looting because it's like I don't really have a lot right now, but...
Need a car, ASAP.
Guys, if you guys want to join us on Twitch, that'd be sick. Twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS on Twitch. It's free to watch live. If you subscribe, though, to the channel, you can watch all the video on demands and the any special uploads I put on Patreon. I put on Twitch. So feel free to subscribe. It's free if you're an Amazon Prime member too.
No cars, huh?
Dude, I'm like coming up empty on cars. Like I didn't see any when we were flying overhead either, which is weird, man. Like normally there's a car here. My fucking battery just died. Fuck. Unfucking-believable. And my battery on my fucking battery died. There's nothing in this fucking place, of course. Like, we need a car.
Tell me this is gonna be one of those games.
Dude, we're gonna die if we don't get a car. I mean, maybe not if you started running right now, you might make it. Leah.
Fuck.
Leah. What? Fucking no cars. What is this? I don't know which way to run. Up that hill over there or over there.
Head for the bridge.
I went over there a minute ago. I don't see any cars over that way.
Oh, but you might get one at the other end.
Oh my god, dude, the fucking circle's coming.
Yeah, it's here.
This is crazy. At some point, I might have to like loot houses to get Red Bull. Like just to run. And keep searching for cars. Oh, there's a Jeep. I see a Jeep. I got one.
Get it, I'm heading to the bridge.
Sick, bro. Alright, not enough health in there, but... I got a Jeep. That circle couldn't be any further.
Yeah, seriously.
I have no painkillers or Red Bull. If I had some Red Bull, I'd be good. What's up, Leah?
You have bandages?
What are you doing? Where am I? Underwear? Why? Oh, I want to sleep on your face. Should have gone the other way. I'm coming, D-Moon.
Might as well check through the houses on there.
We're almost there.
You have to make that entrance, huh?
Yeah, that's how I do it. We'll stop and heal in a few minutes. Look at another Jeep. I got bandages, you know? Just to make sure we don't die while driving this Jeep. Oh shit. Woo! Oh boy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'm like an old man, like yoo-hoo-hoo. Alright, I'm gonna heal up. One. Oh, this shit's kind of hurting. Do. What's up, guys? Oh my god.
This one is hurting, huh?
Yeah, this is really hurting. Oh shit. Oh, land it, yeah. Yeah, we need to get going though. This is crazy. Fuck your fence. Fuck your fence. Oh shit, this isn't good. Oh no! I think I just killed us. I think I might have just killed us.
Oh yeah.
Let's not do that again. Jesus. Dude, the fucking next circle's gonna start moving soon. This is crazy.
As long as we make it, it's cool.
I'm gonna heal up as soon as we get in. Unfucking believable. Someone in the chat goes, "You're gonna find me dead." Almost, man.
Good to go.
Let's put my attachments on real quick. Alright, now I'm good. Oh great, we're in the red zone now. Oh boy, and we gotta get the fuck over there. And go across the bridge now. Jesus.
Could've gone straight down, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That would probably been the better place to go, actually. We still could go there. I just wanted to get out of the red zone so bad.
You have no gas.
We don't? Shit, you're right. Oh my god, no. There's a car. Usually there's a car or something over here.
Don't boost.
Oh, that's it. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me after all this. Bail, run. This is so fucking stupid. Are you fucking kidding me? After all that shit? Fuck.
We could still make it to the circle.
If we swim.
We should be able to just peek right out.
This is unreal. This is unreal. I can't believe that this circle, like really, we got jacked up by this circle. I did make the choice, and I also made the choice to jump in the water. Yeah, good call. What am I doing swimming? When you can run faster. Smarty pants.
Let's go for that.
Ooh, this might kill me. It's gonna be really close. If I had more of life,
You should be
I'd been
fine.
alright. And you can't take bandages in the water either. That's the worst thing. I hope the circle lands on it. Oh, God. Game over. Game over. There's 40 people alive still, too. I'm really close to dying. I'm gonna die, like, right as I hit it. Will my box float in the water? You should loot it.
I think so.
Yeah, this is gonna be... I'm gonna die right as I hit it just to... Because this game wants to be like, haha, fuck you. Oh my god, I'm alive.
Make it.
I can't take bandages, right?
There's a boat there straight ahead.
I can't take bandages, right? Like it won't let me? In the water? No, you shouldn't stop though.
No, you can't.
That's why I was just asking. I said, fuck it, you know? Yeah, I only got a sliver. Yeah, if we get in that boat, we might make it.
I think we can.
I mean, you'll
The
make it.
best option.
You might make it. I don't think I will, but we'll see. It's going to take us about a minute to get to that boat. There's a minute and 10 left. So we're going to be probably getting in that boat as that circle's coming.
Yeah, but this circle's going to go slow.
Yeah? Alright.
I think so. Maybe. Could be wrong.
Yeah, we're going to get to that boat right around a minute. Or right around like 1 second left.
You have bandages?
Yeah, I do, yeah. If I get in, I can heal. And we really got to close the gap, though. We're going to have to go right to the circle because we have to close that gap before it gets to us. Because it will get in on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be really even closer than I thought. We might actually be about... We might be -10. We might get to the boat and it's already been time up for about 8 or 10 seconds.
We really need to speed up the fucking swimming and this shit. This is stupid.
What are you doing, Lou? Oh, I thought you were going to say, waiting for me. Waiting for me? What? What? Well, I'm not. Why are you grouchy? Why are you grouchy? Oh.
Fuck, that shit is moving fast.
Yeah, that's moving. That ain't a slow one. Alright, we're fucked.
Nope.
I'm probably gonna die. You might need to switch seats with me. We're gonna find out, though. These boats don't go fast. Oh my Christ.
Can't speed on it?
Nope, that's it. That's as fast as this thing goes.
Oh, you're good, you're good, you're good. It'll be weak.
Oh my God. This is the craziest thing.
Oh,
if this circle was just a little slower, like, we'd be good.
We're good, we're good. It's not hitting that fast. It's gonna slow down the closer we get.
If I get shot once, I'm ready to take over the boat.
Go forward then.
Because I'll be dead. Wow, I can't believe this. I'm gonna hit us up over here.
I say under the bridge.
You wanna go under the bridge?
Yeah. It doesn't matter actually.
There's a box right here in front of us, so that's a jet ski actually. Let's hit up over here. A lot of people are gonna be on the other side of that bridge. Run for it, Marty. Fuck, we're running the wrong way. I'm gonna bandage up.
I know, but I gotta heal them.
I'm just gonna bandage right here. Oh wait, I have no bandages. Haha. Fuck, I have no bandages. Shit.
Here, I got some bandages for you. I mean, it's 2.
Oh, here's a fucking Red Bull. Holy shit, right here. Hitting this place.
Here.
I'm taking this Red Bull.
Let me get this.
Wow.
Here, I'm gonna.
Alright, cool. You can head whenever you want. If you want to head out early, go for it. I got a hollow if you need it, though.
Okay, I'm gonna go out.
Oh fuck, I thought that was more than one. Shit.
I'm gonna be right here by this tree, by the bridge.
Okay, I'm on my way. I'll stay lower down. There's a care pack, double care packages landing right in front of us. On top of all this fuckery that's going on.
Yeah, there's gonna be people on top. Stay low.
Wow, look at that fight going on.
Yep, there's people fucking driving by.
I'm going to get the care package, probably. Yeah, we're not in like good. It's like we thought we were gonna loot like crazy, and we got shit loot. Red Bull work my magic. I can't believe we're alive. Like, both of us have made it alive. Like, this is insane. There's 20 people left. I'm in some crazy cover under here, too. Like, nobody can... I don't think anybody can see me where I am right now.
No, I'm on top. I got it on the bridge.
I'm dead. Well, look, I'm like tucked under down here. Like, you can't see me. Oh man, the circle's right in front of us too. We're gonna have heat coming here. Wow, look at that. That's unbelievable.
I got sight on the bridge.
What's that? Behind you.
That's me.
Oh, I thought there was someone behind you. I think it was you.
Oh shit! Getting shot.
Oh shit!
Getting shot.
Where's that coming from?
I don't know where it's coming from. I think it's the bridge.
From the bridge? Shit! I just ran out in the open.
No, don't just stay under.
Come on down, yeah. Yeah, come down here if you can. Yeah, you can get down to me, right? Get behind this tree over here.
Yeah. Oh shit. Controller's gonna die. Fuck.
Alright, let's do it right now. Fuck it. They're fighting somebody else right now.
Like there's gonna be people.
Yeah. We got a little bit of cover from behind us over here.
I got no health, by the way.
Yeah, me neither. Oh, I got half health.
Gotta move soon. I'll go first since I'm the guinea pig.
Alright, head up to the rock if you want. I think that rock right there would be good. See that rock over there? So right straight ahead. On top of the hill right here.
There they are. They're going the other way.
Prone blocked, are you kidding me?
We're still safe in the bridge here.
Ooh, maybe not.
Ah, fuck.
Oh shit.
Who shot me from there? Who shot me? Jesus.
I think they're on the bridge. Oh, there they are. I see them. They're right on the other side of the bridge.
Just wait, just wait. Yeah,
I'm
just
almost
wait.
dead. I mean, I can't do anything anyway. Oh man, the circle is way on the other side too. I think they probably took off because they're probably getting ready to get position in the circle. He's still over there actually, okay. He's still there shooting at people. There's guys running on the field over there. I'm gonna fucking die in the circle. Fuck.
These guys are trying to... Yeah, these guys are trying to pick each other off.
I'm gonna fucking die in the goddamn circle.
They gotta move though, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's still there.
Just wait, and then when you see them running...
Yep. I'm waiting to just hear them stop shooting. I have to run though, this is crazy. That guy's being shot at. I got one down. The others are in the circle. Oh, fuck! God damn it. I don't know where that came from. I'll tell you what. It's pretty cool getting a 6, though, with all that shit behind us. Those guys died in the fucking circle. They stayed there too long, and I put fire on them and fucked them up. They died in the circle. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. We were just... That was a bad start. I think we would have done fine in that one.
Yeah, well, oh, dude,
It's
like,
just-
the fact that we made 6... Like, there was only, like, 7 people alive or something. That's pretty good after what we had to deal with. We ran that whole game with not very good health and weapons and shit. If we were even semi-loaded, dude, I would have had full life. You know what I mean? You would have had full life. We would have had more grenades, better weapons. We could have grenaded those guys on the other side of the bridge and then ran. What's up, everybody on Twitch? How you doing?
One more or what?
Yeah, let's play one more, guys. We're gonna jump on Twitch only, but we're gonna get off on YouTube. So come jump on Twitch if you like. I'm gonna play probably one more and stuff. We're so dead, tired. Thanks for being here. See you on Twitch.